let's rephrase that. I was being me. I was being open-minded. The problem is when you're working for a blue chip company like McLaren, you can't be open-minded. No. You've got to be by the book. And unfortunately, speaking my opinion cost me my job, which is quite a common thing now in this day and age. You can't say,
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Shop. Today, again, we have David Crossley, DC European. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know who you want on Talking Shop next. Thank you ever so much for coming down and seeing us again, spending time with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So bring us up to speed, because a lot has happened since you sat here last time. What, 2 years ago? A year and a half ago? Go on, bring us up to speed with what's going on. Or what's been going on. Where do you start?
Where do we start? I mean, failed company, taxi driver, social media, motorsport, sacked. Yeah, we can just go on for hours.
Where do we even start?
Well, I hope the editor's ready for this, because he's got about 4.5 hours of pure editing.
Say I now.
There's a subscription for that.
Mate, up and down. Listen, life, life throws you challenges and you've just got to overcome them no matter what. I try and see the positive in everything. It's never good, is it, failing? No. But there's difference between failing and bouncing back, learning a lesson.
Yeah. I think probably the first thing from my memory was maybe the unpacking DC European up. I think that was probably the first thing after the podcast, wasn't it?
It's kind of funny because I look back at the podcast before coming here and I was like, I was talking about my failures, just not acknowledging them.
Yeah.
I was watching, I knew what was going wrong, but failed to change it, failed to switch up. I was always hoping it'd go better and better. And I realised that I realised too late, to be fair, that I wasn't going to get better anytime soon. One of the lads had an accident and it set us back thousands. Then I employed a driver. I was a bit stupid, being realistically honest, 100% truth. I was stupid because we got money coming in from other sources. And I've never had money. So I'm walking around and I'm like, I'm going on holiday next week. You know what I mean? Who cares about the truck? I'm going to Lanzarote. And stupid, mate. Put somebody else in the truck. I employed the wrong person. This is what really did it for me. So when we had DC European, we went on the Italian work. The Italian work was half me and half of another company who was running it. The other company were failing massively, which I understand now why they was. But at the time I was like, why are these guys failing? You know what I mean? This is all right. We can run to Italy. So we ended up taking over the whole Italian job. This was us. England to Italy every week. Perfect. Go and buy new trailers. We've got a steady finance coming in. The money was regular because it were 14-day payment terms. I was like, this is going well. And then I employed the driver who was running that firm. I was like, look, because I felt bad for him. He was 58-year-old. He's like, I've got nothing really now. I've gone bankrupt, blah, 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 blah. I said, look, come and work for me. I said, you know the job, in and out. You're the best man for this job.
Yeah.
I will pay you a weekly wage, a good wage. I will pay you a weekly wage. You can run the business as it's your own. I can chill on holiday thinking, wow, that's going to work.
Yeah.
It was a written disaster. But not thinking, just didn't open my eyes to the business mentality. He came in and ruined the job massively, kicking off every 2 minutes. Brought down. Listen, everyone breaks down, but common law in Europe is get it back to England. Don't matter if you can bodge it till it it has to be road legal, obviously. But if you can get it done. Get it back. Let's save some money. And so he rings me up on a Friday and he says, the gearbox has gone on this truck. I says, okay. I said, that's a bit odd, I says, he's not mentioned anything all week. He said, the gearbox has gone on this truck. So I went up, took it into the mechanic, and the mechanic said, look, it's grinding on sick because it's a manual DAF. Now, that's another mistake, but, can we get a new box? And he said, it'll be all right for a couple of weeks. He said, Stu PMI in 2 weeks. I'll get the box out. We'll put a new clutch in it. We'll sort it out. We'll start looking at some box options because it's a manual. There's no manuals anymore. Because it had a retarder on the back of the box, which made it 16 grand new. Jeez. And I was like,
slow down.
I'm in Lanzarote. Who's got 16 grand? So Anyway, long story cut short, he's coming on Monday. Oh, the box hasn't been done. I said, yeah, it's getting done in a couple of weeks. It won't make it. I said, well, the mechanic has told me it will. You know, it's like going to a doctor and saying, you know, he's not right, you know. And I was like, the mechanics drove it. I drove it to the garage and back. I've driven it. Sound, there's no problem. You know, yes, it crunches a bit going into 6. Just miss 6, you know. The good thing is with the manual, you can work round gears, you know. He just wasn't happy. This job isn't for me. And I was like, look, what are you moaning for? I'm giving you a job. You came to me and said you were struggling financially. You told me your house was up for repossession. You went bankrupt with the trucks. I've only thrown you a lifeline. If you don't want the job, then fine, I'll find somebody else. But you've kind of agreed to do next week. Anyway, drove it down there. Spent 2 days in a hotel down there because he did something wrong with the reload. He couldn't stay in the truck now, on the vino, drinking every night. And I thought, oh, this ain't going to end well. And then all of a sudden, the box had smashed to pieces. So left the truck down there, flew him home. I said, you get yourself home. I'll send a wrecker out for it. Oh, mate, Jesus Christ. I mean, we were talking astronomical numbers.
Oh, no.
And I was realising then at this point, I've misjudged calculating these jobs. The jobs were paying, but I wasn't putting the what if shit happens.
Yes, margin on.
That's a big margin as well. So, rang companies. I mean, I've got to shout out some companies because there's a lot of companies. I mean, Crouch Recovery offered to go down. Yeah. Even Trucker Tim was like, I'll send a low loader down. And my brain was I just left it. I said, leave it. So leave it down there. I was hoping somebody would nick it. What
an inconvenience.
Nobody did. Someone nicked the mudcaps.
Don't have that one. The gearbox is gone.
Don't leave that. But no, in the end, we ended up getting it back and sent the box in for reconditioning. And the guy took the box apart and he said, I've been doing boxes now. He said, for about 30 years. He said, I've never seen one like this. He said, this has been done intentionally. Wow. He said, somebody has been smashing this box. Somebody's been driving it badly for it to be like this. And I kind of just realised this guy had it in for me. Now, funnily enough, he set up another business and he's back on European work.
Oh, great.
So I think, did he take my money to set himself back up again and then screw me, maybe?
And sabotage yours.
He's seen me maybe as a why he lost his business. I never wanted him to leave. They said to me that he was not operating well. You know, his equipment was old and tacky. His roofs had holes in them. You know, and loads were getting damages. We went out and bought brand new trailers for this customer. Yeah. I'm like that. You know, if you invest in me, I'll invest in you. And over the time, customs got harder. Brexit screwed us all. Customs got harder. Nobody wants to pay for customs. Who's paying for the customs? Well, the customer don't want to pay it because it's not their problem. The exporter don't want to pay it because it's not their problem. The freight forwarder don't want to pay it because it's not his problem. And I'm sat there and I'm like 2 days waiting for a document. And I'm like, where's this money? Like, who's going to cover the costs? And I just drew it into a hole. My own mistake. Oh. My own, I can hold my hands up and say, inexperience and stupidity. Yeah. Put it into the ground.
So where are we at with it now? Because someone's got your truck. Go on, so
revamped.
Yes,
we're back. Yeah. So I'm very, very fortunate. My social media has grown massively. Yeah. Better incoming online. People laugh at the likes of Trucker Tim. People say, oh, he's an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's so smart. Yeah. Because he's people are out there working 9 to 5, grafting in a truck, sleeping in a truck all week. Businesses are running crazy for what he probably makes in a day. Yeah. He's marketed it perfectly, which we're very fortunate. We are a different side to Trucker Tim, but people are enjoying it. We've got, I think we're on 66,000 followers on YouTube, which is for YouTube is massive.
Huge. Yeah.
I've got a little Discord chat. I don't even know what Discord is. It's like a little family WhatsApp chat. And I've got like 2,000 members in there just paying it. Like it's a small fee every month and we just sit in there all day. But that has kind of revamped DC European. So I went travelling. Obviously, I'm guessing we're going to get into it. Well, I went travelling for months and putting vlogs on. It was great. But it wasn't what the trucks were doing. I'd go in a truck and I'd watch my views and I'd be like, we have 300,000 on that video. Yeah. Travelling's getting 70,000. People have an interest in me with trucks. Yeah. And kind of, I've tried toying between the ideas. I've done a bit of driving for other people. And my views just was constantly up on the trucking side. Yeah. And I thought, do you know what? Let's I can do this. I've got a better mentality now, a better understanding. I went and passed my transport manager's course, which massively opened my eyes to behind the scenes. And yeah, let's do it. And I was fed up with the idiot side of me online. You know, I cannot be that idiot by doing YouTube with DC. So it kind of like all worked in together. So I bought the truck back. The truck was in the garage. I said, right, I'll buy it back now. So I bought the truck back. And over the last month, it's just been getting serviced, prepped, ready to go again. But I'm running a 4x2 in the UK, which is stupid. But I've got good reasons behind it.
Okay.
So in my brain, it's cost me around about $8,000 to put this truck back on the road. All repairs, everything, $8,000. To go and buy a second-hand truck, you're looking at $10,000 anyway. Which, okay, I had that spur. Let's go and buy a second-hand truck. I've never driven that truck. I could drive down the road and in 2 weeks the gearbox blow up again. The engine might fail. With my truck, I kind of know it.
Yeah.
It's had a new clutch. It's had a new gearbox. I know it's had a water pump. I know mechanically it's durable.
Yeah.
Why am I going to go and invest $10,000 into something that could break down again when I can invest $8,000 into something that I know will work well?
Yeah.
You know, okay, it's going to limit me with loads and, you know, weight and things like that in the UK, but let's get the money in first now. Let's stop thinking ahead. Like people are saying, oh, you're going back on European. No, not yet. I'm not rushing to find the work. I'm going to let the work find me. I'm going to run around the UK. I've got a couple of good contacts now who've said, look, you know, stick with us. We'll look after you. And in 6 months' time, I will then swap it and invest into a 6x2.
Yeah. And hopefully when you do swap it, you'll be swapping it and it'll be a working truck that you're swapping.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Yeah.
I think that's smart. So when you packed up DC European, I think the second thing that happened over that, it doesn't have to be in chronological order, for God's sake, timeline, was the United Motorsports, wasn't it? Yes. Because you did that anyway, didn't you?
It was weird.
Yeah.
Because it was like, in a way, United Motorsports got me from DC.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, people are like, oh, they bought me out. Literally, that's what happened, but without money.
Yeah.
So I was working for United. So we were subcontracting for motorsport companies because that was kind of a bit of a niche I had where I could go and do tyres, fuel.
Yeah.
So it kind of made sense. And United Motorsports needed a curtain cider pulling. So there was like, right, can you come in and do it? In your own truck? And I was like, yes, this is going to be great. Do you know what I mean? My own truck, motorsport, mint. And it went really well. And then, like you said, when DC started to fail, United Autosport reached out and they was like, look, do you fancy working here? And I was like, well, what doing? Because the season had ended. So they was like, come in and you can be like an assistant transport manager. You can help loading trucks and things like that. And I went in and it would just run really bad. Like, I have to be honest, it was run as most motorsport companies do. They're not bothered about A to B, getting the truck there. That car needs to be 1 second faster, but they don't want the truck. They're not bothered. Like trucking and motorsport is two massively different things. That will make them millions. The trucking is just a burden to them.
Yeah.
So they kind of like, as they were growing, United Autosports grew massively with success. And the transport side kind of never progressed. I mean, they were running Euro 3 MANs and like, to drive to Italy, when we were going to Monza, they were going via Monaco. And I was like, you know, they didn't care because the trucks only left the yard 16 times a year.
Yeah.
So for them to go and invest 70 grand in a new Scania, they can buy a second quicker on a lap, which makes sense for them, you know, you know, I'm sure anyone can work that out.
Yeah.
So I came in and I was like, look, you know, this is we can do this better. And they was like, well, what's your experience? And I'm like, look, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? And I threw a load of options at him and they was like, look, come on board. Let's take you on full time. We'll give you a year contract. Good salary. I can't lie. The salary were brilliant. And for what I was doing, it was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I genuinely, for the first time in my life, can honestly say I fell in love with a job that I lost.
Yeah. And I could tell as well, because every day you were uploading the picture of the laptop, you were on a new course, you was you could tell there was a passion
invested
for it.
a lot in me.
Yeah.
They did. And once again, just immature mistakes failed to see that.
Yeah.
You know, if I look, I would give everything up now to go back. 100%.
Even now.
Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, the lot. So, but you can't turn back time, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I thought when that light changed, I thought it
shining on. Zach Brown was sat behind the camera. So, David, what would you do? No, but unfortunately, one social media cost me the post.
And the opportunities you had whilst you were there, obviously we were talking about them. Meeting Zach Brown, Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine.
Do you know? There's I was saying in the car, like, I never forget. I pulled up at this 3-star hotel in Spain. Right, we got me, Zach Brown, Alonso sat at the table, all Alonso's family, and I'm like, people would do anything to be in this position. And I'm a council estate lad who's just blagged his way through life. Right? And I'm sat there going, this is pretty cool, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And but with that job, I never looked at the time. I went in early and left late. Never ever. Promise you, on my children's life, I never looked at the time. Yeah. I never once sat there going, I can't wait to finish the job. I stayed. I was cleaning floors. Yeah. I was like, so the mechanics would all go home. I'd sort the transport yard out, and then I'd spot the floor, and the mechanics had left a bit of dirt. So I'd be like, right, I'd get the brush out, and I'd literally on my hands and knees cleaning oil stains off.
That's a sign, isn't it?
Just because I came in the next morning and felt appreciated. Yeah. And I did. And like you said, but financial side, I couldn't let one go. I think with having nothing at one point in life, when you're earning, how do you stop earning? Yeah. You know, going online and being a clown, which I was being, well, I weren't being an idiot, to be honest with you. Let's rephrase that. I was being me. I was being open-minded. The problem is when you're working for a blue chip company like McLaren, you can't be open-minded. No. You've got to be by the book. And unfortunately, speaking my opinion, cost me my job, which is quite a common thing now in this day and age. You can't say, you know.
What was it that you did?
So it's quite a story. It's a story. So I had a phone call midweek off school. Kids gone into school, high school, my eldest. Yeah. Just to let you know, Mr. Crossley, we're gonna be putting Emily on this. They had a certain word for it. Basically, she could do whatever she wants. Yeah. We're suspecting her of having ADHD and autism. Mm-hmm. I said, okay. I said, why? In maths, she cannot concentrate. She just does whatever she wants. She can't focus. She walks out the class. She's a burden in the class. I said, okay. I said, that's fine. You know, people have these illnesses. So I said, but why just in maths? I said, she loves English. She loves history. She loves science. She's not a problem in any of them lessons. You can't have selected disabilities. No. You either got ADHD or you haven't. Mm-hmm. You've either got autism or you haven't. I said, we can't just go around misdiagnosing kids. Yeah. I said, why don't we just try and invest into her? Yeah. No, blah, 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 blah. We can't do that. We've got to academically assess her, blah, 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 blah. So me and her mum are separate. Mm. And her mum is a fantastic mum. She doesn't work. She claims benefits. And parents who, I'm trying to not word it like I did, but basically I went online and said, there are many people this day and age that are labelling children for financial gain. Yeah. That's all I said, basically. I used other words because I was angry. Yeah. Naturally. I went into the school the next day and I said, you've labelled my kid with all these illnesses. I said, you're on about taking her to the doctor. I said, but she's only in one lesson. I said, why don't we just put more time and effort into her? So she came around to mine, and this is no word of a lie. I bought one of them supermarket, when you go to a supermarket and they've got the price on them, stickers. Yes. And I labelled my entire house. I swear to God, everything from water, pop, chocolate, apples, you name it, it had a sticker on it, right? All at a cost. And I went and bought some Monopoly money off eBay. And I came home and I said, right, Emily, we're going to play a game. Now, Dad's house is a shop, okay? Yeah. You can earn money and everything will cost you. So water was £1. A can of Coke were £4. Yeah. We did it smart. Sure. An apple were £1. Chocolate bar were £5. Her TV in her room, I was proper harsh. Yeah. A TV in her room for an hour was £5. Yeah. She had to earn her money. So not only was it increasing her life skills, knowing that A, you have to learn something, B, she was working with money. Like I was like, well, I've only got 20 quid. What's your change? And she was like being a banker. And the maths came on loads.
Yeah.
We sat down. We did all the homework with her, and we sat down. And you know what? I became a good dad.
Yeah.
I invested my time into my kid when I should have done.
Where'd you get that idea from?
I don't know.
That's
It's a great idea.
Just thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And you know the good thing is, it was a game that she enjoyed playing as well.
Yeah, sure.
Because, you know, we was playing the banker. You know, we was playing how much shop. It was a bit of a mixture.
Just on that though, then circle back to the school. That's their inability.
Yeah.
Is to find I've got a spark.
Yeah.
You know, it's
that's what should be taught in schools. To be honest with you, because we're not taught. When we leave school, we have no value of money at all. It's what does that cost? What do you mean? What do you mean? £300 a month for electric or whatever?
Yeah. No one learns life skills.
No.
I mean, she's learning algebra.
Yeah.
You know, let's teach them about fucking credit scores.
Yeah.
Because I tell you one thing, algebra ain't gonna fucking help you, but having a 0 rated credit score is.
Yeah.
And anyway, I've gone online one night, gone mental. Just basically said, I'm sick of this, the way we have to label everyone. I said, what happens in 10 years' time if she wants to be a nurse? I said, she can't, because we've all of a sudden diagnosed the way. Instead, you know, and I didn't mean that these conditions don't exist.
No.
But what I'm saying is, let's invest in the kids. Let's make sure before we start handing money out. Okay, your mum can have an extra 200 quid a month in benefits, but you're fucked for life.
Yeah.
And people are so thick and narrow-minded about it.
Yeah.
And I've gone online. I've just said it all. I've said I'm sick of these schools because the schools get extra benefit, extra support, and less. So the teachers aren't under scrutiny because all the kids are. Oh, it's not the teacher's fault.
No.
It's not the teacher's fault that she can't be arsed with this kid because this kid's got. Oh no, she hasn't. You know, people do. Do you know the worst thing is as well? My brother was disabled, and my son Oakley were you know, he's got ADHD. Genuine, he cannot concentrate. Can't even write his own name. No. You know what I mean? He genuinely is suffering. And somebody had watched this online program of me going on a bit of a mad one, and it was just genuinely a hater. It was just genuinely like DC European, like everything I do in life. Somebody has gone and emailed McLaren the day after, and it weren't United Autosports. It was McLaren email. This is where the problem was. United Autosports could have probably dealt with it in house.
Sure.
This person knew what they were doing. They've gone and emailed Zach Brown, marketing. They've listed a list of emails. And they've basically said, this guy is mocking disabilities.
Oh.
So I've come into work the next day, smiling, loving my job, sat down at the computer, checking everyone's all right. Do you want a brew? Do you want, you know? Yeah. Sat down at my desk and HR come down. And I could just tell on her face something was wrong because HR loves me.
Yeah.
They do. I'm just a company guy. I'm there working all these hours, making the company better. And she said, can I have your laptop? And I knew. I knew something had happened because I knew I had so much important data on the computer they needed it off me. I said, yes, we're going to have a Teams meeting in next 10 minutes. Can you be available? So I know I've gone in, and she said, look, I don't want to do this, but I've got to. And I said, what? She said, I'm going to have to sack you for mocking disabilities. So
nasty.
In a way, I could have probably gone, well, nothing was McLaren on the post. Maybe I could have argued it. But the thing is in life is, if somebody wants you out of a business, they'll find a way.
Yeah.
I was there a year and 4 months. I would have had no employment rights whatsoever. It's 2 years. And to be fair, I don't want to be part of something that I love so much if they don't want me.
Yeah.
And I think they did. I think McLaren just threw a panic mode of, because this email, they showed me the message. There was like, this person was like, we're going to go to mainstream media if you don't. And it was just completely bullshit.
Bat crazy,
all because I worded it wrong, you know. Maybe I could have worded it better. I was angry at the time, but like, you know, for me, who's going to pay my kids' mortgage in 10 years' time? Because what are we giving these kids? A pass to walk out of life? What are we teaching them? You can't go to work and at 8:15 go, fuck this, I'm off home. Don't work like that. You've got to earn. And this is where, when the shop came in, it was good, because at one point Emily would be like, well, I want to watch my telly. I said, well, you got £3. You can't.
That's
so
it.
shit.
That's it.
And I would genuinely sit there at 6 o'clock at night. It's like, I'm bored. I said, invest your money better. Don't go and eat 7 Mars bars and be a fat shit. And it worked. And she kind of realised that, hang on.
Yeah.
Life is about coming up, you know, no one's handing it out to you. You've got to go and get it yourself. And It was so good, mate, and we still do it till this day. So we still have the money system.
That's good.
So-
That's gold.
And I do.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the little one think to it? Have you got
That's
her
a
on it?
nightmare, mate. Yeah, she gets sneaky money.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm a bit of a bad dad with the little one because I love her too much.
She robbed the bank.
Oh, yeah, she's terrible.
Yeah.
She's terrible. So
She knows how to get out of you.
she's spun a little different. It's weird because, oh God, I don't know if I probably should say this, but I felt like I failed with my first kid. I think we touched up on this
Yes,
in the first
yeah, we
program.
did, yeah.
Like I was never there. I put work first. Where now, because of my position in life, I don't have to go and chase money all the time.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not minted, but I can use other sources now of money. I don't have to go and drive to Italy for 7 weeks or stay sleep in a truck all the time. And I've grown this little family life at home, and like I've got my kid, and I put my kid to bed, and I've got a wife. I'm married, and I've got a beautiful wife that cleans the house, and I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
Like, well, why have I been sleeping in a truck for so long? Do you know what I mean? I'm there driving, sleeping, sweating, not showering, and I've got a beautiful wife, and I can understand why there's so many divorced truckers now. And like with getting DC back on the road, I'm sat there and I'm going, do I really want to go back on the road for that long? But being realistic with you, social media is my main source of income, and it will always be. And DC is just part of that journey.
Yeah.
You know,
You love it, obviously, don't you?
I love trucking.
Yeah,
I love
Because
it.
all it's clearly evident when we talk or when you see on your social medias or whatever, it is nothing but a nightmare for very short little positives or little highs for you. You going through the Mont Blanc or, you're in Italy. You love it.
Yeah,
you
I do.
love it.
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like now I am planning on doing UK trucking because I need to find the money. Although we've got other sources of income, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want A to pay for B, B to pay for C, C.
Yeah.
I want A to pay for A, B to pay for B, and C to, that's how it works. So I'm concentrating on making a profitable company more than just a joke. You know what I mean? Just a social media guy. And anyway, so we're on the UK work, but I sit there and I think, how am I going to drive? Like driving here down the M6, I was like, I hate this motorway.
Yeah.
Like I took the toll road just to avoid going around Birmingham. I was like, I'm going to pay the £7. But I was like, I'm not looking forward to UK trucking.
The roads are boring. Obviously, 3 or 4 days a week, all I ever do is A1, M1 or M11 and A14 down to London. And it gets so boring.
Yeah. Well, so the plan is with DC now is UK work definitely till January, start getting some money in, and then open my options up, but not go and find the work. I want the work to find me. If somebody people take me for an idiot. People think because I make jokes online or because I'm a northern character, I'm bubbling. And I say how it is. People think this guy's an idiot, but people underestimate me massively. I mean, I put a vlog on recently where I'm speaking fluent French and someone's like, no way. Like, this is impressive. You're not a northern idiot. And I'm like, no. I passed my transport manager's qualification. Not many people can do that.
No.
When I put my mind to it. But the thing is with me, I don't take life serious. I don't live for everyone else. I live for me. And if I want to call somebody an idiot because they're an idiot, then I will do.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not everyone agrees with that.
No. You were born in the wrong time, David.
But do you know what? I think, But do you know what? I think some people in life need to be told what they are.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are too quick to let you mislead. If you're being a tit, just like me, when I'm doing wrong, I like it when people say, listen, mate, you shouldn't do that. A nice one. Because I know not to do it again. But if we mislead people all the time, everyone's just going to turn out to be a dick.
Yeah. Do you know what? You should have worked for Elon Musk. He'd have loved you.
Yeah, I know. Twitter is my favourite platform.
He'd have loved you. Well, do you know as well, I remember when you were there because you were in the gym all the time and the spa, weren't you, with your mate after you'd finished?
Yeah, after work.
So it was obviously you were riding a high.
Yeah. At United?
Yeah.
Best, honestly. It genuinely makes me want to cry.
Yeah. Well, we won't.
No. Listen, I like talking about it because
cry.
The boys, the team, everyone was like, it's like a family.
Yeah.
It's a family company. Genuinely family. Like, they give me a credit, I'll never forget. Obviously, so what happened is I went in as assistant transport manager. I was fixing stuff and whatnot. And the transport manager was a 60-year-old bloke who was just in an office. The trucks went out 16 times a year. They had because with motorsport, because people think it's an unlimited pot of money. Listen, they're very wealthy people, but they don't care about the truck. They will put the slimmest amount of money into the truck so they can go and make that car go 1 second faster. So they just had like Scania coming in doing all the repairs, and I'm like, lads, they were charging 250 quid for a jump start, and I'm like, why don't we just buy a jump start pack? I mean, okay, but what they saw is, well, let's say a grand. I'm not. Why did we spend $1,000? I'm like, yeah, but you pay 250 quid every 6 months.
Do you know what you should have done? You should have rang us. We'd have sorted a Jaltest out there as well.
There we go. We should have done.
Hindsight's a wonderul thing.
Yeah.
United,
we should have.
If you're watching this,
yes,
Big up.
put us in touch. Yeah,
but yeah, no, I brought the logistical side into it.
Yeah.
And their drivers, the drivers hated me. Because I was in and I'm like, lads, we can get to Spain in 3 days. And I'm like, oh, we're motorsport truckers. Motorsport. And I have to admit, I've gone my trucking standards are very poor now. Yeah. I have to be honest with you. I'm a man of leisure. Like anything past 50, it's like when I'm looking at the clock, I'm on 13-hour shifts. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm not doing
whoa, what do you mean I'm going to sleep in a cab? Where's the hotels at? But no, it's a sad time. But it was the best time. I lost weight.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed life.
Good for you, mate. Good for you.
Onwards and upwards, and it's somewhere where you maybe couldn't be yourself. So doing what you do now, you can do what you want.
The way I think about it is, if social media works out, which it is at the moment, it will be. I think it will make me not regret my mistake. At the moment, it's still not feasible. Like it's like you should have probably stayed there. But the growth is, the more I come away from the TikTok side, which we were talking about, I'm trying to come away from being the performing monkey online to who I am personally. But, I think this goes to me as a kid, like, if being a performing monkey online makes money, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go online and pretend we're idiots. I mean, at one point, I was sat online, man, and I was waxing my beard off, and I thought, what am I doing? I am a 30-year-old bloke sat online being a tit, but and attracting the wrong type of media because it made money, and nobody understands. I weren't doing it to be a dick. I was doing it for my kids.
Yeah.
I only do anything to make money.
Yeah.
If it don't make money, don't make sense. And I've said that since, that's my quote in life. And I was coming offline doing it. I was going on TikTok doing 800 quid a night.
Yeah.
Wow. 800. And I'm thinking, and they're all calling me idiots online. I'm thinking, who's the fucking idiot?
Yeah.
But in the long term, like I applied for a TV show and I got really far in this TV show, like dead to the end.
Yeah.
And I think once they did the background checks of some of the things I've said, like, the disability rant, it's been misintrigued. We're not going to put this guy on telly. He's an idiot. No one wants to work with me.
No.
What a shame.
Is that the one we were talking about? We were sort of expecting you to go on one. Was that?
Yes.
I presume that was the one.
Yeah. So I did a trucking program.
Yes. Yeah.
Film
I think
that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Did 3 weeks of filming. And then they didn't release it in the UK.
Oh.
So it's been released in like Poland, Germany, Holland, everywhere, but the UK.
Brilliant.
And I can't watch it because everything's on a download platform and you have to use a foreign bank card.
Yeah.
So,
Get yourself a VPN.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get a VPN.
No, it won't work.
Really?
Still?
Oh, you can't pay with... Oh,
No,
right.
it has to be like a foreign bank card to pay for the subscription.
Right.
So it's just been a bit of a...
That's a nightmare.
Gutting moment.
That
So
is a
somewhere
shame.
out there, there's a full TV. I mean, I've watched it in Polish, little clips on TikTok, but I don't speak Polish, so and they put a voice over my voice.
Oh, brilliant. Great.
So,
What was that like?
So you can hear English, but then you can hear some random guy who sounds nothing like me. Right, then no, it was good. But then I went and did this other program, and like you say, I think because of how I acted, it cost me. And no social media created. Like with social media, it's all about networking. I mean, there's some big names out there who, I went to an event the other week and all these big creators are coming up to me, all right, David, do you want beer and all that? And I'm thinking, like, I'd love to work with all of you, but they won't go near me because of the past.
Yeah.
So, but, you learn.
People forget all that, though. Give it some time.
Yeah,
People will forget all
let it
that,
blow
mate.
over.
I need something to kick off,
And you are constantly like recreating an image of yourself with what you're doing now. Now you're Carl Pilkington, idiot abroad now.
Have you seen my India trip?
Yes. Oh my God. I was absolutely creasing of the cow under the. Just like,
I mean,
look at all this, and then there's just a cow under
my
the.
mate sat there and he's like, it's normal. I mean, it's not normal. When a cow on the motorway is normal. I mean, oh man,
And he's backing,
I
and
lost
then your
my head.
taxi drivers backing up on a motorway. He's reversed. We've missed the junction to go to Burger King, so he's just in reverse.
like pitch black at night. This car barely had like. You know what worried me the most? It was gas converted and a gas tank in the boot.
Oh my God.
Right. And this guy was like, no problem. I'm like, whoa. I said, go down. He said, no, it's fine. I said, no, I'll give you the extra £3. Just fucking. And he's like, no, it's okay. Reverse, mate. I've got trucks coming. I'm thinking, but trucks think I've like, mate, like, it's a different life out there.
Yeah.
Mate, trucks had no lights on.
That-
Just ploughing through it. I'm thinking, dude, and it was sad to see this, but there was a guy just deceased on the road. They put a branch over him, mate. Like,
That'll do.
like, hang on, let's close the motorway. Crime scene investigation. No, just a leaf and a cow. You know, that sound.
I'm not going to proclaim to know much about India, but the perception of India is you think this huge country, they should be able to sort this sort of stuff out.
Do you know what, mate? I think a lot of people said you went to the wrong place. I went to New Delhi.
Yeah.
The Indian people are the most friendly. Mate, I've never met so many. Like, we was GoProing, right? So you think a random stranger coming up to you with a GoPro in your face, and these guys are like, do you want my food? And they were mint. The people, the experience in total, but just the carnage was not. My OCD went through the roof, mate.
Yeah.
Like, if I heard one more horn, I went like. I said to the guy at one point, I'm in the taxi, right, and I'm sat in this taxi, so I'm sat behind the driver, yeah, and it me. Oh, this is 70 mile an hour in the morning. And I'm like, I said to him, I said, why are you beeping? And he went, I need to tell everyone I'm here. I went, but the problem is, if 50,000 people are beeping at the same time, I don't know who fucking who. I'm in this car, mate. I'm like, I looked at my pal and I said, I need to go because I just couldn't deal. And I think I must have something wrong with me because genuinely, I felt so. I wouldn't, you know how people say like, oh, I get anxiety to do something. I've never had that, so I can't talk about that. But genuinely, I felt not comfortable in India. Not because of the people or the food. That was fine. Just the carnage of unorganised
chaos.
Was just mental, man.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, that's the transport manager in you.
Yeah, mate, I was so stressed.
You know what? I half expected to see a video of you with a high vis on, two little lollipops.
You couldn't do it. The police was in the middle of the road, mate, and that people were just dodging cows. But this is the motorway thing. You know Scooby-Doo? Right? Have you ever watched Scooby-Doo where it goes like, they're running and they got lettuce building house, that is India.
Yeah.
Cow, guy on the side of the road, fucking
Taxi reversing.
It was just all the same, no matter what, man. I just was like, this is mad.
This is enough.
This is mad. But like, it was mad because in a way, people said to me, you was a bit harsh because they're poor. And I'm like, listen, it costs nothing to wee in a toilet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these people were just getting out of the road and like just genuinely stopping count 62 and just shitting in the middle of the road. I thought, this isn't normal. And everyone's like, you're being harsh. And I'm like, I'm not though. Am I? Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think, it was a British colony as well. I learned a lot about India. I'd like to go back, but I think I'd do the mountains. I think New Delhi was very challenging. I think if anyone's considering going to India, definitely don't go to New Delhi first. Like, I think if you'd been in India for a while and then went to New Delhi, you could probably think this is all right. But a car journey that took, I mean, you think the M25 is bad. This is like 7, like there's 4 lanes on a motorway. Genuinely, there were about 9 lanes. Like, and they crash into each other. So like genuinely, you're in traffic and kind of poof. Yeah, no problem. And I'm like, in England, I'm like, whoa, wait, blast, get a claim in, get me on a stretcher. In India, mate, they're just all bumping into each other. They're just like mental.
Another world.
Yeah,
because you went to Thailand before that.
Yeah.
And again,
Thailand
had me in stitches.
I've been to Thailand 3 times this year because I just love it.
It's not only the videos; it's the Instagram videos and stuff. It's just a short, so I can just get a kick out of that. Just
hilarious. When you went in that room, because there was.
The old boy. Oh, mate. So
oh my God,
I'm
tell
on
us
TikTok
this.
live at the time, 2 a.m. I'm laying in bed, not drank this night. I'm sat there chilling, I couldn't be bothered. And I could hear some woman going, help, help, help. I'm thinking some woman's getting raped. I'm like, I can't let, as a human, I can't let this happen. I didn't know what I was walking into, right? So anyway, no top on. You can imagine I'm not the prettiest sight, right? no top on, box. I've come bouncing. I'm like, open the fucking door. Open up it. There's like my granddad was sat there like an old man. And I'm like, eh? And then there was this lady, but obviously lady boys are quite a common thing out there. So I'm like, whoa. When I walked into it, like both of them are bollock naked. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, like, I've never seen an old man's dick, but there's one right in front of me, like, what's going on here? And I was like, what's going on? And basically he said that it's a common thing out there. If you pick up the street lady boys and that, what they do when you're in the shower, they tend to rummage around the room. He's caught her. Tried to kick her out, but obviously she's like 23 in her prime. You know what I mean? She's like Mike Tyson compared to him. So she's just gone bonkers, mate. So I'm there screaming. Obviously I'm on live and I'm like, I don't know what to do here. And I thought I didn't want to end the live because there's so many cases where, especially in Thailand, big law claims. I didn't want this woman to have done anything to us. I'm like, I'm staying online. And I thought, I need to make this funny. So she's there screaming and I'm like, ah! And then she's like, I'm like, whoa. I said, I know karate. And she didn't react. Like, she was trying to hit this old man. And this old man really, he did me in a way, because he's like, the woman's like, she wants 5,000 baht, which is 100 quid. And I was like, mate, this woman is smashing your room up. You're in Thailand. The law's out here. You could be looking at a hefty jail sentence for summer. Like, I just paid the 100 quid. And he's like, I'm not paying her. And I'm like, mate, in the end, I ended up having to pay this lady boy, right, for her to leave. And then this old guy give it me back out. He didn't want to open the safe in front of her because then obviously she might have asked for more money, which I get that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, mate, but this woman was fucking battering him. And I mean, like, full on punching him in the head. I'm like, well, but it was funny because at one point I said, obviously me being me, I can't take anything serious. She's like, he not pay me. And but she said, I fuck him and he not pay me. I went, whoa. I said, you fucked him and he's got to pay you. I said, how does that work? This old boy was like, because I had the old boy on, he was a Welsh man. Yeah. You know what the Welsh like, I was like, oh, yeah, happy. And he was like, yeah, she fucked me. And I'm like, oh, God. And then the worst thing is, and you didn't say on camera, the one went, yes, look, she got the 2 condoms on. I was like, oh, my God. I said, this has gone too far. I said, yeah. But as she walked out, I said, do I get anything for discount? Like, I paid you. Do I get a little discount? She walked out. I thought, God. But Thailand's magical. I love Thailand.
Yeah. Oh, it looks mega.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
it's got a mix of everything.
Yeah. You're going to go back?
Yeah. That's my destination now.
Where's the next? Can you reveal where the next? Obviously, you got
Africa.
Okay, yeah, go on.
So I'm going, truckers who underestimate my knowledge. Yeah. I am driving from Zimbabwe to Namibia through Botswana. Yeah. Which is, I don't know if anyone's seen the Top Gear challenge.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's like the Triangle of Death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm taking a truck across there.
No
So
way.
I went to Malaysia doing some truck. One of my mates, Jack Brindley, he exports trucks. Yeah. And we went to see his customers in Malaysia, and like these old out there they're running 143s. They've got like old truck, but they're running in the prime. And I'm like, as a trucker lover, I'm like, look, there's 143. And there's old Volvos, and I loved it. I did.
And that was the place that were they stripped them to send them, and they rebuild them. Yeah. Give them a second life.
Jack does all this. So what Jack does is he buys like an ex-DHL truck. But an ex-DHL truck is probably worth about 10 grand a year. It's probably worth a lot more over in like Africa or Malaysia. But you have to have all these licenses, contacts. It's a lot harder than it looks. It might seem easy to buy a truck and send it, but I've been with him and it's not. No. But he exports trucks. And he said, look, we're in Thailand. Let's nip over to Malaysia, see some of my customers. And I was like, yeah, and I fell in love. It was great. Great vlog, great experience. We did really well. Put it on YouTube, did great on views. And Jack was like, well, I export a lot to Africa. Do you fancy doing it? So he's arranged in March next year, because it takes like 8 to 10 weeks for the trucks to get from the UK there. So they are getting the trucks in like February, then they've got to rebuild them. And we're going over so we're going to film the dismantling of a DHL truck in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Putting it in like a container in Jack's yard. And then from there, we're going to be shipping that to Africa. And then we're going to fly out, meet it in Africa, and drive the DHL truck from Africa to Namibia.
Wow. Well,
but like it's 5 days drive under military convoy. It's like going to be, it's going to be epic.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
I am looking forward to it.
You're onto something here.
Yeah, I am. I think nobody's done that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody's done that. Like everyone, like these trucking vlogs, I mean, I know people enjoy watching them, but there's other people doing this. nobody's driven across Africa in a truck.
That's fantastic.
So, I mean, I just hope I make it back alive.
Yeah.
So, because over there, they like don't mess around.
Yeah.
Like, they are very, you know, they just take, I mean, have you ever seen Captain Phillips?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that. They just.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said. He's very.
Yeah.
He said, but don't worry, you're okay with me. I'm like, sound, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, make a great vlog when I might die.
Yeah. Yeah. We chopped the last guy's hand off, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, no problem.
Whatever gets the views, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets the views in.
Yeah.
I worked it out this month. I think it was 21 million views this month.
Wow. Good for you.
And do you know what I think to myself? If just they click that free button, I'd be a millionaire now.
Yeah.
But they don't, so I have to go back to work.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah.
It is.
Everyone just subscribes.
Just click that free button. But it opens up opportunities. Like, I used to be dead shy to vlog.
Yeah.
Like, when I was vlogging, so let's just say this is the wall. Like, I'd be like, yeah, guys, you know, David, and I'd hide behind. But now I'm with the bigger it gets, the more confident you become.
Sure.
So like now when people are like, he's an idiot, I'm like, I don't care, he's paying my bills. Like, so I'll be openly honest. I did a shift for Luke pickup the other week. Drove his truck to Scotland. Then I'll vlog it. So he paid me a 200 quid driving just a standard day rate fee to drive a truck to Scotland and back. Sweet. I put the video online. 1,300 quid it did.
Wow.
And I'm like, one shift technically, in theory, did 1,500 quid for that one shift.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So why shouldn't I vlog it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People enjoy listening. I read a lot of my comments. I probably interact with my fans probably a lot more than I should.
Yeah.
Like, I just do parties and invite them. But I read a lot of my comments, and most of them are like, you don't hide it. Like, if it's a shit day, it's a shit, I'll tell you. I would never encourage anyone to get into trucking if you've got a family. You know, I'm realistic with it. I think a lot of people like watching that side of me.
Yeah. Which is, no one's doing what you're doing, or there's very few people.
Yeah.
But it's also brave, mate, as well. Because
yeah.
you can look after yourself. You're a big lad as well. But what you're doing as well is sometimes it's dangerous, isn't it?
100%.
Especially if you're doing it abroad.
100%.
Do you ever worry about that? Because I worry for you sometimes when I watch your stuff.
Do you know what? I see the good in everyone.
Yeah.
I do. Like, I went to Belize, South Mexico. My wife's dad, he's in the army out there. Got a big army camp. He's like, you can come here, do some vlogging. Like, nobody's ever been down there before. So I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. And I went to an island called San Pedro. And so because my wife's dad's in the army, he kind of knows what we can and can't do out there.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can't go to San Pedro. I was like, why? He said, because it's dangerous. Like, if the military go, this is no word of lie, they take 2 personnel for the one person going. So there's 3 of them at all times, under secure.
Wow.
I got on a plane and went on my own. I was like, yeah, let's do it. I got on the wrong plane.
Yes, I saw this.
Do you know what? I've never had this. Do you know when you see on Home Alone, they get on the wrong plane, yeah? That can never happen.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
I ended up I checked in my flight and the plane went in the wrong direction.
I think plane is an overstatement. Isn't it?
A shed on like,
with a propeller.
If you imagine a Cessna built out of aluminium and just tin
of wood.
foil. Yeah, I mean, there were no like in-flight demo.
It was a
there
flying
no
hot point.
Yeah, I mean, it was like getting in your Porsche. I was sat with the pilot. Like, all right.
You got your arms round him.
It was funny because so I googled because I didn't believe. So my wife's daddy said somebody got shot on the plane like a couple of weeks before.
Wow.
And you could just take guns on like the plane. Like there was no checks. It was just like pulling up in car park and there was a plane. Like, where are you going, mate? Yeah, but I ended up in the wrong airport. But I ended up in this San Pedro, and for once I actually felt scared because I ended up in this really bad. Like they built houses out of wood shacks. Like they had nothing. I walked into some guy's house, so I'm there like vlogging. Some guy's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make these vlogs. Can I have a look in your house?" Yeah, and, you know. And I've walked in, and I've never walked in someone before and gone, "I need to get out of here."
Oh, really?
Like I'm not in a good position here. Like I looked at the room and I thought, this looked like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. Like this is scary. And the guy was nice, mate. It was like nice, and I thought
they always are.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. No one's gonna go, I am a serial killer. Do you still want to come back? You know, and yeah, I was a bit nervous that time, but that's probably the only time.
Yeah, you thought, oh, I'm pushing it.
Yeah,
because you went on. Did you go on the beach as well?
Yes,
and that's where they drug run or something.
Yeah. So it's a beach where drugs wash up. So what happens is, for the cartels now, from going from Mexico to America, because they get caught when they dock, they've stopped docking now. What they do is they put foam around these big parcels, a tracker on it, throw them out to sea, and they're quite smart to be fair. They follow the tide, and someone's waiting at the tide to pick it up. And so 2 tourists got shot because they went down to this beach where all this cocaine washes up. And I'm now walking around with my GoPro. Hi guys. And but they were all right to be fair. But you can definitely tell it were a seedy. But
if it makes money, it makes sense.
There he is. I'm getting decapitated. No. But anyway, look, I was all right.
Yeah, it looked like an amazing trip. Then the weather turned, I think, as well, didn't you?
Weather? I've never seen weather like it.
You're on the boat and it's literally like a storm.
Mate, it was like a storm. Because I thought I'd make a good vlog for me. It was like, when I said storm, mate, it was like, because it was tropical rain. But the reason, I don't know if I should talk about this, but we're going to do it anyway. Her dad's out there to train the military in the jungle. So what they do is they do like a 6-week jungle survival to train the British military. So what they own is like a massive bit of land, and they just send the lads out on a path, and they've got to like track and find the ways and do whatnot. And so you can imagine the wild animals alone are dangerous. Like just the wild animals. I mean, there were snakes in the garden. This is why I couldn't ever go to Australia. I'd be worried to have a shit. I see videos online like there's a snake coming out of the toilet. I'd never have a poo. I just had to hover over it. I just never ever get down there. And it was just it's a mad world.
Yeah. I can't believe how much you have done since you were last.
I know. Honestly, it feels like it's just another lifetime, really, isn't it?
Family holidays.
Yeah.
We've been to Switzerland as well in the caravan. Yeah. That looked wild. And then I loved the video, by the way, when you just went round your old town in France. Loved that.
Because a lot of people are intrigued to how I speak French.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know what? It might be boring for some people to watch, but some people might be genuinely interested. Yeah. And I went round my old path on the Switzerland tour. So that was good. Yeah. Switzerland's incredible.
Yeah.
Just you have to remortgage your house if you want to buy a bottle of water.
Yeah.
There was one particular clip I remember watching. Was there an incident on one of the passes with somebody's keys?
Yes.
What's this?
Yeah.
I missed this one.
So we're coming up the Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
And I took the back road out. Yeah. So there's like the main road. It's single lane all the way up the mountain. And I've took the back road to more scenic view. I've come out onto this main road and I've got the car in the lane. So the car's let me out. So we're doing like a filter lane, which nobody seems to understand how a filter lane works for some unknown reason. Yeah. So I've come in with the tow rag. Now I've got the biggest caravan you can. I've got an Jaltest 868, massive, mate. It's like 7 meters long. So I've got the car in, and all of a sudden, mate, I've not even checked my mirror. There's a car there, and this guy's gone to ram me. And I've got the kids in the car.
Yeah.
That's a
my head's gone.
That's a line.
So I've swerved onto the actual. Now you have to remember, on the top of the Blanc here, there's a mountain there. We're not on the 62. We're on a mountain. Yes, there's a barrier, but I'm in the car with my kids. I'm like, what? And we was in a queue of traffic. Like genuinely, the traffic was so far ahead you couldn't see just stop, start. And I was like, what an idiot. What an idiot. But I never get angry when driving. I'm dead. But this guy got to me. And I don't know why. And I thought, you swerved this car at my kids.
Yeah, that's probably what's done it then.
I'm going to teach you a lesson. So I've got out of the car. Fucking gone to his passenger side, And I thought, I'm not an angry person.
No.
I thought, I'm going to teach this guy a lesson. So I said, you are a fucking idiot. Now, I don't care what language you were speaking. Anyone can understand that.
Idiot.
And the tone of voice. So he's like, at me. So I just took his keys out of his ignition. I'm like, But obviously, we're on the edge of a cliff here. And I thought, I'm going to shit him up here. So I've got the keys, and I thought, watch this. So I've gone to throw him, and he's like, you can hear him in the car going, no. And then I just threw him back, and I went, see, you've got no further, have you? And I just walked back to my car, and I went, laughing, no. But then, what was funny, I didn't film this bit. We've drove up to the top of the Mont Blanc. Now, Mont Blanc is the customs point from England, from Italy to France. Yeah, you go through a tunnel. He's gone and told the police.
Oh no!
So at the peage booth, we're sat there, and they wouldn't open the barrier. And I saw like loads of police there, and he pulled in. I said, he's having a word. And my missus sat next to me. We've got the kids in the back. So anyway, these 3 police here have come over, and they're like, can we come and talk to you in the office? I said, yeah. They said, what's happened? I said, this guy's a fucking idiot. I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I said, he's cut me up in traffic, swerved at my kids in the car. I said, what did me the most, and I think what really got to me was, Ava was asleep in a car seat.
Yeah.
She's only 3.
Yeah.
And because I've had to swerve, it's moved her head round and she's woke up crying.
Panicking, yeah.
You know, she's
natural.
3-year-old. She's scared now. Like, Dad swerved the car. And that really got to me. So this guy's like, are you going to say sorry to him? I said, he's a fucking idiot. I said, why? I said, I understand if there wasn't a queue of traffic and he wanted to get past the caravan. I'm a truck driver. I get that. Cars want to get past the big truck. I get that. I said, we was in traffic. I said, he did that for no reason at all. And in the end, it was just a case of shaking his hand and getting off. But I just laughed. I thought, why did he go to the police? I was like, ash.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit of a moment of madness on the way back.
Consider if you did have it on film of him swerving, I think it would have been a different story.
Well, I did. I had it.
Did you?
The car's got a dash cam. You couldn't see him, but you can definitely clearly see me going out.
Yeah,
but they didn't ask to see it.
No.
So, and I didn't want to put it online because at the end of the day, getting out of the car and kicking off. Well, I didn't really kick off, but it's not a good example. How it should be.
Funny at the time.
Funny at the time.
Yeah.
Like, he taught him a lesson. He fully cacked himself. Like he genuinely thought it.
Brilliant.
But then in my brain, I thought, imagine if I wouldn't have thrown it, I wouldn't have been able to get past him. I would have to go and look for him with him. Sorry, mate. I couldn't help you find them. So that was,
I'll be honest, that was my first thought of, that would have been a bit difficult.
Just a bad decision.
Yeah. Now, Talking Shop wouldn't be possible without our title sponsor, Eclipse Diagnostics. If you work on commercial vehicles, vessels or machinery, you need Jaltest, the UK's leading multi-brand diagnostic tool from Eclipse. Plug it in, run a scan, and you'll get the OEM fault code, the components linked to the issue, and a clear step-by-step guide to fix it. No head scratching, just results. And it's not limited to 1 or 2 brands. Jaltest covers all manufacturers and models. So whatever rolls, sails, or shows up at your door, you're covered. It also goes beyond diagnostics with dealer-level functionality, ECU programming, calibrations, DPF regens, and loads more. Plus a huge library of wiring diagrams, repair manuals, and OEM technical data. Tightening torques, reference measurements, the lot. So you can get the job done right first time. With Eclipse, you're backed by world-class technical support when you need it most. Enquire today and quote code TALKINSHOP to get a free cable saver with your diagnostic order. Training at your premises also included. Thanks, Eclipse. Now back to the show. Jordan's a very patient woman, isn't she?
She's a brilliant wife.
Yeah.
Was I married last time I came here?
No, I think it was
She just got married.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was just after.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it.
Well, it
yes.
can't have been. 'Cause I'm
No,
not
sorry, that's what I'm saying. You were married
Getting just after, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, good wife.
Yeah.
Good wife. I can't lie to her. I felt I don't know what she sees in me.
Yeah.
Like genuinely don't. And I'm stupid. I've done many things to make her want to leave. I go to Thailand every 3 months. But she's a great mother.
Yeah.
Fucking, she's the rock of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she find you funny?
No. She hates me. She
So when
hates
you're
me.
putting videos, you burst into a room in time. Does she ever ask you and go, prove it? Like, if you didn't film it, sometimes if you came home and said 99% of what you get up to anyone, they'd be like,
nobody ever believes anything I say.
Yeah.
Like I have to show people proof of everything because nobody like the stories are incredible.
Yeah.
But nobody believes me.
it's just a weekly occurrence for you.
It just happens to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It just happens to me. But she thinks I'm off my head.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to flirt with a girl in town the other day. Don't know why. Just gone into a club there, right? And don't know. I just think, do you know what it is? I think I love winding her up. I think I love seeing a moody side. And like, I am a very bubbly character. I can talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely anyone. And so I've just been on this. I mean, look at the state of me. I'm not fucking Brad Pitt. But when we go out in town, I'm always the one who attracts them. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah. You might be watching this going bullshit, but I always end up with a girl just sat chilling with me. And I'm like, fuck it, lad, you still got it. So we went out with Jordan. I went out on a big fucking. I don't know if you know what Aaron Hunt is called. He's a TikTok social media like Angry Ginger and all them.
Yes.
We've gone on a night out with him, and I think this is why nobody wants to work with me. And he said, we're having a few beers, David. I was like, right, okay. I'm not a big drinker, but when I drink, I can fucking drink. So anyway, I've ended up getting right on it. So I'm there handing these lads beers. And I could soon see why they've made it and I haven't. Because like they were dead. Well, I'm just necking pints. I'm like, we're having a night out, lads. We're having a night out.
Yeah.
And we've gone into this bar.
That's the northerner in you.
Fucking we're out. And there's this group of girls on the table and Jordan sat there. And she said, what do you keep looking at? I said, she's gorgeous. Jordan went, do you touch her? I went, guarantee I can get her number. Jordan's like, shut up, you idiot. I went, watch this.
No.
This is my wife, Barry man. You know what I mean? Who does this? So they're like just dancing away. I got some old woman dancing around. Anyway, I walked up to this table and I said to this girl, I said, you've got beautiful eyes, you know. And I walked off and it kind of intrigued her a little bit. And anyway, next thing you know, come back there and I've just put my phone down on the table to Jordan and I've got a number saved as Blondie. It was all fun and games till the day after when I'd realised at 3 a.m. I'd text her and Jordan's gone mental. Hey babe, what are you doing tonight then?
Oh no.
Jordan's like, you have to go that step too far, don't you? I said, she might want to go and dance with us. Yeah, I don't know what she's still doing with me.
Oh, no.
So, but she keeps preparing.
Yeah.
So I must have something going for me.
Yeah.
What sort of made you start the Uber story? Because I know, was it about a year ago you started sort of doing the Uber and
So I applied for my Uber license.
Yeah.
Well, I applied for my not Uber. I applied for my taxi license ages ago. Like it takes so long to get your taxi license. So this was even before social media. I was just thinking of doing it because I tell you when I applied for it, when I originally had the drivers in the truck at DC.
Oh, okay.
And I was bored at home and I thought I could make more money going taxiing. So I applied. It takes forever. So in the meantime, DC's been shot. I've got my license. I've not used it for a year, this taxi license. And I thought, what a great idea to make a taxi vlog of how much money can you make in 24 hours, like. And so I'd become it, but I fell in love with it because it was like this. You talk to strangers every 2 minutes. You hear mad stories and like pissed up northern people are just the best people in the world. And I'm like, I'm there just chatting to people. You know, I had an old woman in the car and we were singing and dancing, but I got sacked from there.
Yeah. So what happened there then?
Put a vlog up on the internet. Same process again. Social media haters.
Yeah.
And got this lovely old woman. She's dancing, singing, and she was like, "This has been." Like just a perfect ending to a night. She's like, I've had good conversation, blah, blah, blah. And I've got me out. Thankfully, it was in the vlog, so nobody would have seen it anyway. She didn't report me. But what had happened is, on the vlog, I've got my hands on the steering wheel, and this woman's gone, thank you for that. Yeah, so she's in the passenger seat. She's gone, thank you for that.
I see.
I've gone, thank you. She's got out of the car, uploaded the vlog. Within 3 days, Uber banned account. Inappropriate sexual contact with a customer. Gosh. So, as a bloke, being accused of something like that, he's serious.
Yes. It's life ruining.
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine who's recently been accused of something, and it's a horrible feeling. And I'm sat there going, "What do you mean? Like what?" And it says that when Uber email you, it's like we're going to contact the police, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, what have I done? Like I know me. I know I'm a very respectful guy. I know I act. I'm a good reader of how to act around people, and I'm like, I know I haven't done anything wrong. And it left me in limbo for like 2 days. And I was genuinely like, shit, what have I done? Panicking, you know, what's going to happen? And in the end, they sent me the clip. And it was me shaking the woman's hand that somebody online had seen it and just reported me.
Wow.
So
that's it.
What, no one at Uber?
You can't have physical contact with the passenger. So because I shook her hand, it was called inappropriate contact. So somebody... a third party has reported it. They've investigated it, Uber, but it took them 2 days to investigate it. And then they unbanned my account and it was like, yeah, you can work for us again. But I just thought, why would somebody want to... And we were talking about this in the car. Just anything I do, just, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. You know, I mean, on the way here, one of my friends has rang me and he's in 20 grand of debt with his house problems, wife problems, kids problems. And I said, the first thing I said to him is, get out of that rental house that's costing you $2,000 a month. I've got a brand new 40 grand caravan there. I'll put it on a land for you. You can live there rent free. I am a people's person. I do nights out with, what other content creator invites 400 random strangers to an hour? I love everyone. I wouldn't want to see anyone fail. But for someone, it might be just one person, someone, no matter what I do, reports me. Emails and companies. Luke's had it. I've done a day shift for Luke and he's had emails. He's been aggressive in the truck or he's cut me up, blah, blah, blah. But Luke just laughs because Luke's got cameras all around the truck and he knows me and he just thinks, why are these people doing? And he says to me, he says, I feel bad for you. He said, because you're such a genuine guy who has the worst luck in the world. He's like, you're just always on the back foot.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a jealousy thing?
Yeah, I do. I think someone's just some sad person has got nothing better to do with the time. And you know, for me, they've got too much time on their hands to watch my stuff and report me.
Exactly.
Just go and improve your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Go and make your life better.
I think something's missing from these people's lives to go, I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go and watch someone's video. I'm going to report them.
People think I'm living a high life. They don't see the hours I put in. Like, genuinely, I'm up. I get up in the morning. I do a vlogging day, dad, social media, TikTok, Discord. Trying. People who are employed have to keep one person happy, the boss. I have to keep 70,000 people happy a day.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
When you put it like that, actually.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to keep every individual person. Because that money, it's a business. They are my customers. They are. People who are in my Discord pay £5 a month to be involved, to be part of the behind the scenes. I've got to talk to them every day. And at the moment, we've got 2,000 people just alone in that group. Then you've got your social media. If you don't put content out, they're going to go. You've got no money. You're self-employed. Everything's self-funded. There's nobody paying my wage. There's nobody going, go and drive that truck for 12 hours at my cost and I'll pay you. This is all self-funded. And I think people don't realise the amount of work that goes in. I would do anything to, like you said, with United Autosport. At this moment in time, with the amount of work I put in, with what I get back out of it, I would do anything to go back to United Autosports. Because people, and I think it's just jealousy. People have a misperception of what they see online. You know, people see one side of it and just think, this guy's got a nice car. They don't realise the amount of time that goes in, and it's jealousy. And I think somebody just has a bee in the bonnet.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense why all these content creators they are all sort of individuals. Nobody's actually working for somebody and doing it. None of them. Yeah, you can't.
I mean, I did all these nights out. We had a great night the other night. I had a nightclub, just sold the tickets, £7 on the door, because it had to be ticket based in case 10,000 people turned up. 400 random people turned up. I bought everyone drink. I do everything I can. Like in my Discord, this week I just give £100 away this week. I try and do as much as I can for everyone. I'm not a multimillionaire. I can't just keep dashing money out, but I try. Listen, if I succeed because of you lot, I want you lot to come on that journey with me. But it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, surely though, doing the Uber work, you were put in some compromising positions as well, which again people wouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
I saw one story one morning. I don't know the details, but I would assume someone
attacked me. Yeah. So we were on the way home, and unfortunately, because I come from a not privileged area, I can tell when somebody's on drugs.
Yeah.
And because I'm so greedy with money, I just couldn't stop accepting jobs. Like, I couldn't turn down a job. So anyway, it got to like 2 a.m, and I was tired. I was ready for home. I was like, and this job came through, and I was like, right, I'll take it. Last job, one last job. And I was in the taxi, and this woman was rattling, and rattling is like when you're coming down off something, and so she's like, can you drive me to this cash machine? So I drove her to the cash machine. The cash machine weren't working, and she's like, I'm sick of this. But her phone kept ringing, and she's like, I'll be there in a minute. And with a knowledge of how the system works, she's trying to find a hookup. I'm taking her to a cash machine so she can buy drugs. I knew this. So anyway, it took us like 3 different cash machines. Then all wasn't working. And she was like getting really angry with me. Like, I just want to go to a cash. And I'm like, love, you tell me which one you want to go to. And I was like, I'm just trying to help you. I mean, I was in part of me, I thought, do I give her the money myself at this point? Because she was getting very stressed out and angry. Anyway, thankfully we found a place. Took her to this guy's property, and she went and bought some stuff and got in the car, and I said, no, this is my personal car. My kids get in here in the morning. I get your needs, not in my car. I said, I'm going to end the ride now, and you can get out and walk. And she just flipped. She flipped. She pulled out this needle and just stuck it straight on it. She held it to make sure, you got to fucking drive. And I'm like, whoa. And I promise you, I have never, I've been to all over the world. I've never been scared. Only when I was in Belize that time. But genuinely, I felt this cold. I promise you, mate, I've never had it cold from head to bottom. And I went, fuck, what am I going to do here? If she pushes that in, or it was just something sharp. And I sat there and I just went, I'm sorry. Whatever I said, I just kept apologising. I'm sorry. Please, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. You want me to drive you through every red light? I'll drive. And I just didn't know what to do. As a fully grown man, I was petrified. And in the end, she ended up getting out. And I switched the phone off and I swore to myself. I said, I'll never work like that again.
No.
I said, nah, not worth it. I panicked. I ended up ringing the police. I rang the police. I was like, look, the thing for me is, I was all right. I mean, I checked my neck and I had nothing on my neck. And I was kind of happy. But I thought to myself, if she's rattling that bad and someone's walking home from a night shift and she attacks them, how can I live if I've seen what she's capable of? And anyway, do you know what made me laugh? The police never did out. No. So they came on the night, took a statement off me. They said, we'll be back in touch with you within the hour, or we're going to go and arrest her and then we'll get back in touch with you to press charge. Never heard anything. Yeah. So I don't know what she's
probably
doing.
get 100 of them a night now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
just another
in the same time, I'm probably stupid for saying this. I feel sorry for the addict. It's not her fault.
No.
I mean, she was talking in the car at first. Once she kind of settled down and quietened down, she was like, "I've got a daughter," and because I have got other footage.
Yeah,
I've got a video of her with it in my neck.
Right.
And I never uploaded it because people are like, that made great content. And I thought, but her kids have to watch that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's her mum at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guessing she's not always been this. They call nitties, they call them, but she's not a nitty. She's a woman who's she's addicted to drugs, and I'm guessing she's not always been this person. She's had once a life that's gone wrong, and I thought, I'm not uploading that for content. Like, I'd make great content.
Oh yeah, but
great ratings, but at the end of the day, if that were my mum, I wouldn't want to see it. You know.
Yeah, everyone's got their demons.
Yeah, they have. I've done fucking loads of things wrong.
Yeah.
Wait for my stories to come out one day.
David.
The podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what made me laugh? I was watching a series on TV the other day called Crossley Investigators.
Oh yes, yeah.
Channel 1, the Evo. Have you seen the one with the Evo?
No.
So there's this guy, Welsh lad, goes past the cop at AMPR. He's got no insurance. 900 brake Evo. Takes off in it. Gone. Yeah. But it's gone down to a lane closure. So he's gone in the hard the roadworks. He's hit somebody, right? He's hit a person on the floor. This person, he's got off, yeah. So the cop has chased him, and you can see the cop aborts the thing because this guy's obviously injured on the floor. And they had no details on this Evo, by the way. They just knew it was a white Mitsubishi Evo. They couldn't get the reg, no cameras in the area. All of a sudden, they had a phone call that this Evo had been nicked 15 minutes later, right? And anyway, the whole reason behind this story is the guy got arrested. Obviously, they went and checked a Ring doorbell. His car, he left in the car 25 minutes ago, come back on foot with no car, and then all of a sudden he's been nicked. They sussed him out within seconds. But in the interview, he's like, they were trying to ask him about his car and his manner of driving. Is this a common thing? He's like, no, I'm a dead cautious driver. And he was actually on a podcast for like a performance car thing, and he's like, my car was standard and all this, it was unmodified. Like, his car's been on like Jap, I can't remember what the program was, like Performance Autos, and he's like, it's 900 brake horsepower. and then but it's funny because the podcast must have got shitloads of advertisement, but they deleted everything. Every bit of that Evo was not on that page again.
He didn't come on. No.
And I just thought, can't wait for you lot to delete mine.
Honestly. Honestly. When do you go to Africa?
March. Yeah,
Okay.
so not confirmed yet because it has to be with the shipment. It might take a week. It might get hijacked by some alien pilots, and we might not even end up going. But it's scheduled for March.
Yeah. Is there anywhere on the bucket list you want to go?
Thailand
again. Yeah. Okay.
There's so much of it, I guess, to see, isn't there? Just different
It's
parts
just got
of
something for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, people said to me, because Thailand's well known for prostitution.
Yeah.
It's known for lads going over there. I mean, you see some seedy stuff. I've seen like 60-year-old men with very questionable young women.
Yeah.
But because Jordan's like, I'm not going to Thailand. She's like, it's just for, and I'm like, it's not. Like, it is magical. Like, some of the places like down south, the Fifi Islands, James Bond, it is magical. But at the same time, it is probably one of the craziest places I've ever been.
Really?
To party,
Yeah.
Like, I've come back before and I'm like, nobody would believe me, this and that.
No.
Honestly.
But you're doing the Fiesta, aren't you?
Yeah, my next big thing.
That's it.
My next open invite. I'm a bit weird, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any other content creator that invites everyone.
Yeah.
I think you're just that person where you can get on with anyone. And
I let a random guy have a shower in my house.
This is have a shower around yours.
No word of a lie. Me and Jordan was in...
Richard, yeah?
We was in Blackpool in the caravan. And a lad rang me on social media. Obviously, my number's all over the internet. People ring DC Europe and they get hold of me. He's like, David, have you got any parking in Rochdale? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't know this guy from Adam, I swear to God. I knew about him through friends, but I didn't know him, never met him. And it was like, I'm parking in Rochdale and there's nothing round here. I'm really stuck. Do you know anywhere? I said, yeah. I said, park where I normally park mine, Roadbound Road, blah, blah, blah. I said, front corner from mine. I said, you got a Tesco one way, Chinese there, blah, 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 blah. I said, do you need a shower? And he must have thought, is the showers there? I said, no, you can go mine. Yeah. And he's like, but I thought you went there. I said, I'm not there. I said, I know, because I have like a little bit of a key system. I have one of them locks on the wall in the back garden. And I said, look, let yourself in and go and get a shower. And he must have thought, are you being serious? I'm like, yeah, just go and get a shower. And my wife, John Ann's looking at me, she's like, do you know him? And I went, no. And she's like, well, why is he going to ask for a shower? And I'm like, because I think with me, because I've been in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes after a bad day in a truck, all you want is a shower.
Yeah, sure. You've been in that position.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, just go. Yeah. I said to John, what's he going to nick? We ain't got any money in the house. We've got no jewellery. I mean, he can't really walk off with a 50-inch telly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to nick.
You can have a shower one.
Yeah, well, there you go. So anyway, he might have smelt the bird's underwear, but do you know what I mean? He crack on like.
I promise you, I wasn't thinking.
God,
yeah. So anyway, Benidorm. So
Jesus Christ.
Another open invite, same as my night out.
So how's it work? Have you just basically sold tickets, or have you basically
for the night out, or
for the trip really?
So I wanted to do. It all started from the Cannonball. Everyone knows of the Cannonball.
Yeah.
My mate went on it, and I've always wanted to go on it. Supercars, luxury, fast speeds, mint. So anyway, someone got in contact with me a couple of weeks back. Said, "Do you want to do the Cannonball run with us?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, it's $7,500 dipper, and then you got to pay for you." I said, "Whoa." I said, "Go back a bit." I said, "What did you say?" He went, $7,500 deposit. I said, "Yeah, you can fuck right off, mate." I said, $7,500.
Yeah,
they are.
I said, "Look, mate." I said, "I'm from a council estate. I ain't pot noodle boys. Like, who's got $7,500 to just put on a deposit?" And anyway, I was like, I can't afford it. Yeah, I'd love to do it. Can't afford it. So I thought, I'm going to do my own. So I have basically gone and planned a full European route, stopping, but we're going to go a bit off route into Italy, over the mountains, down towards Spain. And I thought, Benidorm closing parties, the Fiesta, famously known, fancy dress. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a Fiesta in a Fiesta. So that was where it came from. And then basically I've just done a public invite. I've created a Facebook page with all this on. All the information. You don't have to give me any money. I'm not in it for money. I'm in it for just a laugh. So I've put all the details on, the bookings, the hotels, everything, and just go on it, book it yourself, and just come on a mad combo with us. I think it's about 15 cars so far.
Wow, that's fantastic. I have just bought, as a midlife crisis, I've just bought a Fiesta ST.
Yeah. What are you doing on 6th of November?
Road trip.
It's going to be a mega road trip. So we've come up with little games to play, and my car's been, I'm quite grateful. I've got, because of the position I'm in now, people want to work with me a little bit. Yeah. So I've got a couple of sponsorships now who are helping me out and paying for things, which is good because people are like, oh, you must be making a killing, but they don't understand how much videos cost. You know what I mean? Like it's dear. Yeah. Very dear. And it's kind of helps that it's self-funded. Like, I don't charge much. I charge just enough to get me by, and then, because I feel cheeky. Yeah. I think I'm just, I don't want to rip anyone off. No. You know what I mean? I want to get what you pay for.
You'd be a terrible millionaire.
I would.
You'd be terrible.
But I'm a good person.
Well, that's why people like you then, because you're not trying to scam people out there. $5,000 for the trip is going to cost,
Oh, mate, so remember the names on the trailers? Funny story. Do you remember, so DC European, I got a couple of trailers, and I thought, to help pay for the trailers, I will get names on the back of the trailer. So instead of charging like £100, I said 20 quid. Somebody could put a name on the trailer, and it helped at the time with the deposits on the trailers. I won't lie. Do you know what I mean? It was a great thing. And it gave people something to be part of. The names on the trailer, pictures across Europe. It's something along the journey. Mate, have I had some abuse? Because I've started DC European back up and was like, where's my name on my trailer? I'm like, mate, I've had to sell the trailer. I was, because I did pay the finance like 6 months. And these trailers weren't making any money. And then I rented them out to a company, and this guy was like, look, mate, do you want me to buy the trailers off you? And I said, the finance is worth more than what they are worth. I said, so how am I ever going to sell them you? And to be fair, it was dead cool. It was like, look, just sign them off in my name. I'll pay the finance on them.
Oh, bless him.
So I was like, yes, sweet. Yeah. So On Time Logistics, if you watch this, thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a real.
Because they genuinely got me out of a hole. Because every month I was panicking of paying debts off. And this is why I haven't gone and bought another truck. because I don't want to be stuck with that. What if that truck's mine now? If I park it outside, all I'm paying for is insurance and tax. It's not costing me anything now. Where I'm not settled to. I mean, some trucks now are like $2-3 grand a month. Who's paying that?
It's scary.
So to earn that. Yeah.
To make a profit on top.
Yeah.
Like I've done my. This is why I'm kind of glad I did my transport manager's qualification, because I miscalculated so many. Like, you learn so much on a transport manager's course that I was like, I have not factored in half of this.
Yeah.
Like I've not factored in this, depreciation and all this. I'm like, what was I doing?
No.
I was just rushed.
How on earth are big, huge monster trucking companies doing it then?
I think volume.
Okay.
If every truck makes a tenner,
Yeah.
and they've got 500 trucks, still making
Yeah,
$5
say no
grand.
more. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One truck has to make a lot more. It's harder for the owner operator than it is these big companies.
Yeah.
And because they've got so many trucks, I think they get offered so much work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They can't really turn anything down because they've got
That many trucks.
what's that truck doing otherwise? Going to sit around doing
Just
nothing.
send it.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going to struggle
Yeah.
to get work. And people have this persona of, he's an idiot online, why are we going to take him? Don't realise I'm genuine. Like, when I do a job, I do it with passion. I mean, when I drive Luke's trucks, I'll go and get them washed. I'll drive them to the best of my ability. I'll treat that truck like, if it's a tramper's truck, like this truck I'm in here now, I genuinely, that suitcase that's on the bed is full of cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
And I clean the truck because I would, for me, I'm just very, I like being...
Someone's office the other day, isn't it? It's like your truck when you had it, whoever driving it really should have thought, this is someone's possession.
Yeah,
This
I did
is-
do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not everyone's like that, unfortunately, mate.
No,
No.
that's it.
No.
It's who we live amongst, isn't it?
Yeah. So the Fiesta's all ready to rock
Fiesta
and roll.
is so high. I'm going to pimp it out. I'm listening. It makes me laugh because I said, I'm going to make it look as shit as possible. Right? And then I just described the first car I ever owned. Subwoofer, back box cut out, DPF, it's having the full lot, it's having neons, it's having... Oh, mate, it's going insane. So I wanted to put a smoke machine in it, but then I thought that'd be a bit dangerous. Because I wanted to pull up somewhere, like all the smoke come out.
Put the windows down.
Yeah, but I thought, then I'm just going
I
to...
saw the handbrake turn on the video you did. Have you seen it?
Really,
No, I
my
haven't seen
youth
it.
last night, mate. One handbrake turn. But the size here, mate, gravity was not on my side.
I need to pull this
The
up.
car went one way and my ass went the other. I was like, whoa! Bowel movements. Yeah. Being a 20-stone bloke in a car doing handbrake turns is not... But it was about the video because I thought, if I do a big entrance, because you've got to catch people.
Yeah,
You guys know this. You've got to clip it to interest people to watch. And I thought, I'm going to start off with an handbrake turn. So, not knowing one of them for years.
I mean,
mate.
you had me at the handbrake turn. To be fair.
I'm in. But yeah, people just I just want people to come along. And,
Yeah.
That's a really honest thing you're doing, really, because right, that's the route. If you want to come, do it.
It's like the night out. People were like, I don't want to come on my own. I'm like, why? I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like people are like, you're not. I'm not famous. I'm a truck driver from Rochdale. I grew up in a council estate life, and I'm just doing well for myself.
Yeah.
That's all I am. I'm not famous. I'm just doing all right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just come and party. And people are like, why are you inviting all these strangers?
Brilliant.
That was the intro. Why are you inviting all these random strangers? But do you know what? I did a night out a couple of months back, and I had this club. But I paid for everything, and the venue said to me, "You've got to make it ticket based because you're an online social media guy.
Yeah.
If 10,000 people turn up, health and safety are going to go through the roof."
Yeah.
And in a way, I didn't want people to turn up and get turned away. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you can't come in; it's full. So we did this open invite, and what a brilliant night.
Yeah.
But so many people didn't turn up, which were quite disappointing. But at the same time, so I don't care about those who didn't. I care about those who turned up. But there was this woman who just turned up on her own, and she's like, I'm the child. No, get here, give me an hug. And it's like, you're actually all right, aren't you? And I went, yeah, it's not an act. I am just fully lovable and a knobhead. But I do like push it out a little bit. But great night. I've got another one in January for my birthday.
Go on.
I had another nightclub, another party.
It's another story.
Another story.
No, it's great. And I think people, even if you're not on that night out, you're watching it as if you were there anyway.
Yeah. Like,
So-
you're part of the family now.
Yeah.
And that's like I said to people who are subscribed, I'm like, you're part of a community. Like, I'm not, yes, don't get me wrong. main obvious thing that people say, he's in it for the financial gain. Obviously, like I've said, if it don't make... People used to say about like TikTok, what are you going to do when it fails? I said, go back to work. Because that's what everyone said, what are you going to do when you fall off? I said, go back to work.
Yeah.
What else would you do, you fucking idiot?
They'll go sit in the room for the rest of their life.
But, you know, I've always said, when it made... Because people are like now, a lot of people are like, why don't you go back on TikTok? I'm like, because it doesn't pay me enough.
No.
You know, I've got bills to pay, houses, you know, house to pay, wife to feed, you know. And if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
If it makes money, it makes sense. And that's my sole objective.
Yeah. Exactly. I think the trips abroad, the vlogging, mixed with what you're doing with the Fiesta and a Fiesta, I think that's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expensive.
Yes.
But that's the...
Yeah, but at the same time, it does kind of pay for itself now.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting the views in. It's starting to come back around because obviously Jordan, when I first started, I was taking money out of the savings. I was like, I'm booking Thailand. Like, I flew business class to Thailand at $3.5 grand. I'm like,
of course you did.
And obviously, and I thought this is mint. I soon ended up back in economy.
Yeah.
Like, I realised that was a one-off.
Yeah.
Like, but I felt mint. I was the worst dressed in business, by the way. I was like flip-flops, shorts, just chilling, put my feet up on the table. They looked at me like peasants.
Soon you'll go the other way though. Like I would say to Ben about there's a meme, a Rolex is for lifetime, an economy seat is only for 8 hours.
Yeah. I've just bought me first.
I know, I've seen it. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah,
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. But I wear my fake one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be very honest. I do exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't trust the world.
No, I don't.
I don't.
No.
I can't wait for someone.
Yeah.
I do too much. I wear mine everywhere.
I can't wait for somebody to come up to the camera and be like, give me that machine. I'm like, see you. Have it, dickhead. Can't wait for you to wear that one in.
No.
But this is the thing with social media. Everyone's like, what an idiot that guy is. You know, he's walking around with a... I'm honest. Who the fuck comes on a podcast and says it's a 200 quid watch, you idiot? You know what I mean? I don't need to be somebody I'm not.
No.
I've always wanted a Rolex. And I always wanted the one I've got. And I bought it. That was my present. It's in a safe at my mum's house. I have never had it on my wrist.
No.
It's in the box. It's
I know.
and I wear my fake one.
Really?
Never. Even to weddings and that, I wear my fake one.
Yeah.
Because nobody can tell the difference.
No, that is true.
No.
Yeah.
They'll
get very good.
If you're like that, you're like, oh yeah, okay, fair enough, maybe. But you've got to know to know.
Yeah.
And what's the point these days? We unfortunately live in a world where if you're wearing it all the time, you are thinking in the back of your mind, what if?
Mate, the average vehicle in my estate is a Chiron with a guy with a balaclava on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I've just had wars in my name. I've had to go down, so... Oh, God, I don't know if I should say this, but I live on like a long estate with a cul-de-sac at the end, and there's a field on the back. And recently, there's this group of lads that have moved in down at the bottom. And they're whizzing past on motorbikes. They're driving like lunatics, yeah. And I don't like that. And this really bugs me. And I'm like, my wife's like, don't, David. I said, I've got to. So we was out, Ava came out to go to school the other day. And so what they had is this motorbike being chased by a car. And the car was trying to knock the motorbike off. They were just messing around dicks. And I thought, if I don't do anything and my kid gets hurt, I'll never forgive myself. Anyway, I fucking belt up the courage one day. I said, watch this. So anyway, I said, get in the car. To Jordan, get in the car, watch this. I pulled in. Now they live... So like there's a row of houses, but there's a field in front of the house. You can't actually get to the front door. I said, I need to make an impression here. Yeah. Watch this. Took the saw rag, 4x4 mud, straight across the grass. Pulled out, I said, right! I said, who's having it? So these lads come out, he's like, what's up? I said, what the fuck are you lot doing? Yeah. I said, you're driving like fucking idiots. I said, listen, next time you come, I said, I'm going to bonnet one of yous. Yeah. And I thought, this is going to go 1 or 2. Deep down inside, I thought, this ain't good. Like, there's about 10 lads here, what are you doing? But I thought, if I make a big impression, they might think, he's actually a fucking nut job. So anyway, I said, lads, I get what you're trying to do. I said, but do me a favour, in front of the house, drop it down, stop being dicks. I said, I've got 2 kids here. I said, have a bit of respect, will you? Got in the car and drove off. I got in the car, fucking hell, knock you all.
I can't get back in this car again.
Anyway, I sat there at night and I genuinely, so my house is like Big Brother, cameraing up like mad. And I thought, shit, they're just going to come and fucking put a brick through the window. Oh, fuck. And to be fair, they don't. They come up with, all right, Dave, you all right? I say, yeah. He thinks I'm hard as fuck. I hope he never kicks off and be like, we'll go and get Mad Dave. Give me an outside, see you later.
You're in trouble now.
Get him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fair play to you, though.
Yeah, but my estate is not, I don't know.
No, I'm that same thing now. I've got a little 4-month-old, and if I see something happen now, I'm like, yeah, that
Changes
affects me a bit more now than what it used to.
Yeah, it changes you are.
I've moved house because of it.
Have you?
Yeah, because we're on a road where it was a newish build, and I won't get too much into it, but you've got not just the speeder cars, but the lads on bikes, going down the side of the house and stuff, thinking, hang on a minute, this is not it.
Yeah,
this is not it. I need to protect what I've got here.
Yeah.
And you're right, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, I did. I was dead proud though, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Felt hard as fuck when I came out. I felt these lads ain't going to mess with me.
Yeah.
Little do you know, they're moving tomorrow. They're all planning, right? Well, before we move. Yeah.
No, they're all right, to be fair.
Good.
Yeah, fair play to you. No.
Sometimes it literally all it takes.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
I think to be, yeah. But
We don't
Just
just
have a
it could have
word.
gone one or two ways.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, my wife said to me, you were fucking, what did you do that for? Because obviously, when I go travelling, Jordan's on her own at home. With her line of work, she's scared as it is. And,
sure, yeah.
A group of lads turning up at the front door, she wouldn't have a clue what to do. And I said, but no, because they've got respect now. And I promise you, I think genuinely, if I had a problem, they'd come and help me.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't go in and start kicking off. And I said, lad, you're fucking idiots. I've got a kid, man. She's got no road sense. I get you're on the road in your car, but you're driving like dicks, lads. Just chill it out, know. And in the end, they were all right. Anyway, I went down a couple of weeks later and I dropped some of Crater Foster's off. And
That's it. Yeah,
best mates now.
they probably respect you for.
I ain't paid lecky since they've wired it all up.
Brilliant. I know it's an ulterior motive.
Lamppost doesn't work. But
Lamppost outside's dead. Oh no, yeah.
Oh, fair play to
my
you.
God.
Fair play to you.
yeah, honestly.
Oh,
God's
brilliant,
sake.
brilliant.
The amount of stories you've got is just ridiculous.
Nobody believes him.
I know.
I say, if you didn't watch me, if somebody's watching this for the first time, who's him? You've got to go, it's a journey.
Yeah.
My journey is like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Start the first podcast and watch this one after.
I feel need to
You might think it's a different guy because I've got new teeth and new hair.
Who is this guy?
Do you know what I looked, and I hope I look a little bit skinnier on this one because the last one I look like a unit. We are on a weight loss journey though. If you're watching the next podcast, I'm like that.
This really is
My
David.
afro though.
Braided hair.
Well, it was because of you I got my hair done.
Yeah.
It literally was because of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a dodgy story.
Oh, go on then. Go on then.
I've got
Go
to
on
tell
then.
you this. So obviously you recommended the hair clinic. I've seen the results. You was open about it. Mint. So I booked it through Estigrone, flew out to Istanbul, picked up from the hotel in a taxi, took to this fucking lovely hotel. And I've got to be honest. And it started going downhill the day after. So next thing you know, I got picked up the day after and I got taken to... I can nothing describe it as a shack. And I'm like...
I didn't go to a shack, by the way.
He's had you on it. He's had you on it.
I'm like, what's this? So this guy was like, are you paying cash or card? And he's like, if you pay cash, you're getting charged 20% more. I'm like, fucking why? You know, he definitely wanted me to just pay cash.
Yeah.
So I was all right, we'll pay cash then. So thankfully, I have multiple banks where I can pull money out. So I said, right, I've got this amount of cash on me now. I'll pay the rest. We'll have to go and get some money out. So I would spend a good hour in a car with two random strangers driving around pulling money out of a cash machine that I've never met before. And I thought, this could go really wrong, And I still haven't seen a doctor yet. I still this is genuinely. I've not even seen a white cloak at this point. I've just got two lads in a dinghy driving me around these cash machines.
You're messaging me going, Louis, you did not tell me.
I even messaged you. I said, are you sure we're at the right place? Because I was like, what's going on? Anyway, they took me to a different hospital, so it wasn't called SD. I walked in. I'm like, this isn't right. Am I at the wrong place? I don't know. But it turns out I was over panicking because basically all the medical centres in Turkey have to be owned by the government. So you're walking into the government hospital and then they have a private ward on there. Right. So when I got upstairs in the end, it was all right. But I did no research into her surgery. I thought they drew her out of the blood out of the back of your head and injected it in the top. That's not how it went. No. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was 9 hours of utter
9 hours?
9 hours.
Mine was 2.5 hours.
4,000 grafts I had.
I had 3,500 hours there for 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
I would
Was it one person?
2.
Oh yeah, I had 2 as well.
There was one person on my head and like there was one sat next to me.
Oh no, there was 2 people on my head doing
this,
it.
Oh mate, it was.
So they take hair follicles out the back and the side of your head up to 8 ears, or they don't come past your ears.
It was horrible.
And they then put them in.
I'd have my teeth pulled out again and put back in. If I did
Oh, you wouldn't do that again?
No, never.
No.
I'm glad. Like now,
Did you stop drinking coffee, tea? Stop having caffeine?
No, I bled like mad.
Yeah, me too.
Like I looked down at the floor because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Like the injection. So
horrible.
Wasn't painful.
No.
In the process, the injections.
Yeah.
My God,
they hurt.
Mate, mate, I'm telling you now. Yeah. I was like,
Same,
mate,
me
like
too.
he's injecting me. Anyway. But my head was numb for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Mate, going football, I'm just heading on balls. Like, someone's throwing a bowling ball at me. Oh, fucking
You're headbutting everyone in Oldham.
But no, but I'm laid on this chair. And it was just so long, mate. And I remember I woke up and I felt really dizzy. I think because the amount of blood I'd lost.
Sure, yeah.
I looked down on the floor, mate, and I promise you it looked like a murder scene.
Yeah.
And I seen all this tray with like all these white bits in. Now, obviously, I'm like, I think I was a bit out of conscience a little bit.
Little do you know, they've just took half your brain out.
Like, literally, I'm sat there, right, and he's like, don't move. And I'm like, how can I not move, mate? I said, I've been here for 9 hours, like, I had neck pain.
That's a long time.
And anyway, in the end, I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
But would I do it again?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I didn't go to no sheds. I didn't pay cash. I paid card. We went straight to hospital, and you have like did you have all your medicals checked?
Yeah, they did.
Had all that
proper
done.
did like because he had like an because he was
That's
like,
right.
oh, if you failed the heart thing, you
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
got
they've got
to
to check you out.
A lot of people are dead. I mean, I'm not going to recommend this. I don't know if you can put this in, if it all goes in, but I'm not going to recommend everyone get surgery in Turkey. But my teeth. Story of teeth time. Okay. Goes to the dentist in England. I says, I'm getting married soon. Can I have all my teeth done? He says, it's going to be 18 grand and it's going to take 3 years.
3 years?
Just to get some kind of shape, right? Jeez. I had holes, I had all sorts. He said 18 grand, 3 years. And your appointments are once every 6 months, yeah? And I'm like, I'm not doing that. My teeth were bad enough.
Yeah.
They was bad. Like looking back now
Yeah.
at the last podcast, I think, God, my teeth are horrible. I can't wait to watch this in 4K H definition. So anyway, I've gone to Turkey and I've gone to get my teeth done, and I bottled it the first time. I went and I was like, I'm not doing it. Because they told me, they said, oh, you need... so I've gone to Turkey, they've put this tiny thing in my mouth, did like a 5D x-ray in my face, and he's like, oh, you've got a problem, we can't do your teeth. He's like, you can have surgery here now to get these teeth out, and then you'll have to come back in 6 months. And I thought, I'm not doing that. Like, no. I said, right, leave it. Anyway, we've enjoyed our family holiday. I've come back to England, gone to see my dentist in England, and I've said, been to Turkey to get my teeth done. He's told me I've got a medical condition with my jaw and these teeth. I said, what's going on? Like, so he said, all right, let me x-ray you. Promise you, mate, he made me put that cup in my mouth. This x-ray in England.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get to the back of my jaw. He's got this metal plate off. I'm gagging like, and I'm like, in Turkey, I had to bite on this little thing, yeah? So there's so much advance with technology. Like mad. Yeah. So anyway, gone to this NHS dentist, my dentist, gone in, I said, right, blah, blah, blah. So he's x-raying my mouth and he's like, no, nothing wrong with you. So I'm like, all right, Turkish man must have been scamming me. You know, because you think that, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, I swear to God, mate, I'm laying in bed one morning, about 4 months after, and I felt like someone had hit me in the face with a sledgehammer. Woke up, mate, my face was swollen. I'm like, fucking hell, what's going on here? So Jonathan's like, fuck, man, your eyes like nearly shut. Like, it's really bad.
Yeah.
You must have an infection or something. So tried to ring the dentist, next appointment's in 3 weeks. So all right, great. Go to the emergency dentist. Emergency dentist can't do anything, just come rip it out. They don't give you an alternative. Rip it out or temporary fill it. That's it. So he gave me some medication to calm the abscess down. Went back to my English dentist, and 3 weeks after, I had to wait 3 weeks with this numbing pain. Mate, it was horrible. I tell you what I was doing. I was drinking clove oil. Have you ever had clove oil? That's how bad it was, mate. I was drinking it. Bottle. Great stuff, by the way, for helping with teeth. Anyway, gone to my UK dentist, and he said, oh, Mr. Crossley, you have a problem with your jaw.
Yeah.
I said, I told you this 6 months ago. I said, do you remember when I came back from Turkey? Yes, but this is new. I said, how's it new? I said, he's told me exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Right, okay. No worry, Mr. Crystal, we can fix this. Right, okay, it will be £1,500. We're going to have to put you to sleep. And I said, how much? 1,500. I said, I could have got 28 teeth in Turkey for $3,000 here. I said, and he told me the problems before you did. So anyway, I got the extractions done because I had to.
Yeah.
In the UK. I had to wait 3 months, and then I just flew back to Turkey, and I said, right, I'm having it done.
I'm ready now.
And what I promise you now, mate, I've had nothing. No pain. I've had them in now for a year and a half, and
they still look amazing.
Just no pain. I mean, people are like, oh, you got Turkey, and they're too white. I'm thinking, well, I'm not gonna have fucking yellow ones. Am I?
Can I have brown
who
ones?
Who goes to get teeth and orders yellow? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Do you know what? I've heard stories actually where having it done in the UK, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Same with hair transplants.
Yeah.
Jordan at the moment she's having a root canal done. 5 appointments so far, and I think we're just borderline 600 quid in. She's at 4 months and they've still not finished it.
Oh.
I had 3 in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're just so much better at it.
Yeah.
So
I worked it out now. My teeth are costing me £20 a month because in 10 years' time they'll need doing again.
Okay.
So it's £5 a week. So, okay, that's fine. So that's I put money to one side for that pot. That's my teeth pot, I call it. But Jordan's currently having all this work done. I've worked it out that it'd be cheaper and quicker. So let's say I have toothache now. If I was to ring the UK dentist, I can't get in until Monday, Tuesday.
Nope.
Yeah? Minimum Monday, Tuesday. It's going to cost me 500 quid minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, to get these teeth sorted. I could literally go on Skyscanner now, fly to Turkey. Yeah. They're guaranteed for the whole 10 years. So the work's free.
Right,
yeah. So I could fly to Turkey, get in a private transfer to the dentist, get my teeth done and fly back by Sunday. Yeah. And it would cost me 200-300 quid.
Yeah.
So who's the fool?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The NHS is fucked.
Oh,
it is.
I mean, I'm saying it for myself.
No fault of its own.
No.
But it is.
I feel sorry for anyone working in the NHS.
Yeah.
They're just
Doomed.
But it's like with people don't like my opinions on immigration. It's nothing against the migrants. I've got a problem. But if a society can only populate 1 million people and we bring 2 million people in, I'm telling you now, the economy's fucked. It don't take a rocket science. I couldn't give a fuck if you're black, white, Japanese, Chinese, whatever. Not about race. It's about numbers.
Yeah. You're right.
We've got too many. We ain't got enough houses.
No.
Do you know, we're shutting hotels, businesses.
There's no infrastructure there.
No, but you
for
said
them.
that online.
Oh, yeah.
You're labelled straight away.
Oh, yeah, of course you are. Of course
You know, but I don't. I just say how it is.
There's some serious issues,
economy.
problems at the minute.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work it out that we cannot survive. There isn't enough money in the pot. So we're either going to get taxed more, which is going to be a bigger problem, or what's going to happen?
I don't know. They'll slowly privatise the NHS.
The NHS will crumble. Like pensions. Pensions will go.
Yeah.
In a funny kind of way, I sound it's probably stupid to say this, but it's probably the best thing that can happen.
Is it go private?
Yeah.
Yeah, private, because I think nurses will get what they deserve.
Yeah.
I think healthcare will be a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think people, once again, when we go into these about disabilities and illness, people stop going to the hospital for a fucking headache.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People think, fuck it, that's going to cost me 300 quid. I ain't going to do that.
True.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
True.
I'm going to have to fucking nurse this and go.
Yeah.
So people are soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world is fucking mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing these days, isn't it? You go see a doctor, go to A&E. Go to A&E. Just go to A&E.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
You're a doctor.
Yeah.
I've come
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah.
Like, just go
Very
to
true.
A&E.
I've just come back now from India, so I missed my flight in India. I had diarrhea. I had really bad food poisoning. I couldn't fly. I was in a really bad. I've never had food poisoning. I was in a really bad way. I couldn't get up to get my plane. So I've got insurance. I thought I'd claim on my insurance. So anyway, I've put the doctor's note in. Blah 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 blah. So my insurance have rang me back and said, look, we need this doctor's note signed off by a UK doctor. What we need you to do is go for a checkup at your doctor for him to say you're all right, and then we'll pay out the £1,000 for the missed flights. 3.5 months I've got to wait.
Oh, my God.
It's almost
not
not
even
worth
a
taking
coup-
insurance. It's not worth taking your insurance.
3.5 months. It's
Only a few
so I went
weeks.
into, because I'm not, it's not a necessity, this appointment. Basically, I go to a pile of notes that the doctor has to get round to. And when he's got time, he'll get round to them. But said it's about a 3-month wait.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's shocking.
that's a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it is. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I've seen it.
You plan
firsthand.
any Going to the US at all?
Yeah, gonna take my wife to New York. It was a dream.
Amazing.
For years.
When you going?
15th of December.
Oh, I'm going 17th.
Are you?
Might actually
New
see
York.
you.
Yeah, that'd be mad, that. So we're she's always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And due to my criminal record at one point with the Fleur, do you remember the story with the Fleur?
No.
Firearms charge. Do you
Yes,
remember? We did touch up on
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Basically, I was on the
Oh, have you had to go over?
Yeah, I've had to go to the embassy and do all sorts. But I've got a 10-year visa now.
Yeah.
So when I went to the embassy, so McLaren sorted it for me. It was kind of good that I worked at United because they were an American-based company.
Yes.
I would have had to work in America at some point and do loads of different stuff. So I applied for a working visa through work. And they was like, you're going to have to go in for an interview. They did all the paperwork for me. Like United Autosports did everything. And I had to go to this meeting and the guy was like, well, you've got a firearms charge on you. And I was like, yes. And he was like, so when you go into these meetings, they ask for like a summary. You've got to go get like a police summary of the charge. And he was like, but it's for a firework. And I went, yeah, I know. He said, what did you do? I said, somebody had a smoke bomb in a football ground. I've picked it up and gone, woo, woo, woo.
Sorry, I remember, yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm on the same level as Osama bin Laden. I'm like, sorry, it's a bit extreme. And the guy genuinely laughed.
Yeah.
The guy was like, why have they put you on this? Like, I was like, I don't know. So anyway, I got a 10-year visa now for America.
Oh, wow.
So we made the most of it. I'm like, yeah. So she's always asked me, she always goes on about New York. My missus is like the biggest Christmas lover ever. And so this it was a birthday not long ago and I didn't get her anything.
Yeah.
So she woke up in the morning, I give her a card and I got some roses and I thought, she's definitely sat there thinking, well, where's my present? And I left it like an hour. I thought, I'll just leave it, let it somewhere and that. We got up and like I made breakfast and that. I'm happy birthday. And then I said, oh, I forgot one more present. And I pulled out this piece of paper. I said, here. And on it is where you scratch off, we're going to. And I said, New York. So, yeah, going there for 5 days.
Amazing.
That's
Looking
brilliant.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Nice one.
What a period to go over as well.
Yeah, well, that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
So, no kids.
Yeah.
Just me and her.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Me and her flying. We got flights were mega cheap to be fair. Flying to Dublin. And from Dublin straight to New York, like 500 quid.
Oh, yeah, we've paid almost $2,000 for ours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
We're flying business.
Yeah,
with
no,
Virgin.
we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We just didn't
Private
do it
jets.
properly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Skyscanner looked,
Yeah.
and so it's an hour to Dublin. Got an hour and a half wait in Dublin, 8 hours to New York, 500 quid.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Little stop off in Dublin, maybe? Or?
Yeah, a little hour in Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we've got no kids, just going
Amazing.
Christmassy time.
Oh, it's like the best place to be at Christmas.
So I'm
yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I
Just
wanted
be
to go
careful
when they
Times
lit the
Square.
tree up.
Yeah.
But we just can't work sitting out because we're having nightmares with nursery at the moment because we keep taking kid out. But she's in nursery.
Yeah.
I'm like, we pay. This is what gets to me. I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
If I want to take my kid on holiday, you're still getting paid. Shut up.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
only
know.
learned all this recently that if you take your kids out during term times,
Yeah.
you pay a fine now per
parent.
Eh?
Yeah, per parent. My kid's mum, Emily's mum, who's on benefits, she rang me up and said, I'm going to go Spain with the girls. I'm like, mint. You know, I'll be honest with you. I said, look, I'll chuck you some money. I'll sort you out. Anyway, cheeky bitch rang me up and she went, by the way, we've got a fine. I said, what do you mean we've got a fine? She went, you've got one, I've got one. I went, no, you've got 2 fines. Anyway, that cost me, 60 quid.
Oh.
But if you do it more than once, it starts going up and up and up.
Oh, really? Does it?
Yeah.
But it's especially nursery. I mean, I say you're paying to put her there in the first place.
Yeah. Nursery. I
No,
understand
he's
school.
not. He's paying for a professional opinion on your daughter's disabilities.
Oh, yeah, I know. Tell me about
Yeah.
it. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well go to school if you break your leg, go to school because they'll cure you. They'll diagnose you quicker than a fucking doctor. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Very true. Very true.
Oh my god.
What? Anything else you're up to? What are you? Anything else you want to talk about?
DC European starting.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah, got that back. What have I got coming up in next week? Oh, mate, my phone is just mental. DC European. My first work has been booked in next week. On my own, like nobody else involved. UK work, so
Look how excited he gets about it. You
I know.
love it.
And that's
good for you, mate. Good for you.
Do you know what I'm not looking forward to? Not being at home.
No, you've enjoyed that.
I've got this like little bond. You shouldn't say this, and I hope my kid don't watch this, but like I think because I never grew up with Emily,
Yeah.
I've never had that full daddy moment. Like now I've got like this dad. She's like one of the best mates.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know. So I'm trying my hardest with this one, not to be a bad dad.
Yeah.
Like,
good for you.
Not end up in Thailand.
Yeah. You're always trying to do the right thing.
Always. I've always got good intentions. It just never works out. It always ends up bad.
Yeah.
So it won't be long till DVSA are pulling me and it made me laugh because
God loves a trier.
Oh mate, I've had a nightmare. So the truck was originally a removals truck.
Yeah.
So it was plated at 31 ton. So you can't carry any more than 31 ton. If you do, you... So anyway, we've had to get it replated, which we did do. So you can tax the truck at 40 ton or 31 ton. So the paperwork has always been a bit wrong. And so many people are like, you've got the... Like, trying on open Facebook, like when DC European failed, so many people put like the gazettes on like all these pages, look, he's failing, ha ha ha. And I thought, fucking sad cunts.
Yeah.
Someone's got to gone. But do you know what's funny? So my businesses are all at different addresses. So like, but like my transport manager is at one place. I've got like 3 different addresses I use. People go online and start typing my address out. I'm like, that's a bit weird. Why would you? Like, I get you might not like me, yeah, but my wife and kids live in the house.
Yeah.
Like, if someone were really a nut job and wanted to hurt me for some unknown bizarre reason, my wife and kids are in the house. You're not bringing trouble to just me.
No.
You know, you wanna hurt me, see me in a truck park and punch me in the face. Sound. Do you know what I mean? But don't target my family. Anyway, so back. So got my first job booked in, and then New York at Christmas.
Yeah.
And then January, my birthday bash again. So another open night out with everyone.
It's non-stop for you now.
No, non-stop. I love it. My phone just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here an hour, 222 notifications.
Oh my God.
I'm getting absolutely lit up today with phone calls. I don't know who wants me today. Normally on a Friday, it's not the busiest day, but yeah, geez. I'll have some work to cut after this.
Yeah.
But did you see, just quickly talking about transport and trucking and stuff, did you see the fine that L Lynch Plant Hire and Haulage got?
No.
Did you see that? Pull that up. What was that, Ben?
It was, we're talking, was it like 800?
This is what we live in now, this country. You know, you're talking
800,000?
about, going to America and they went, they give you that for that.
Yeah.
What was the,
I think the fine was about...
I think it was for registering the wrong weight or the wrong...
but it was nearly $1 million. Yeah.
They got charged £800,000 for...
I think you're right, it was like
wrongly... Yeah, they basically did. I think it was pretty much... I mean, I'm not transport manager savvy, whatever, but I think it was they didn't register the vehicle to its correct weight or whatever.
Yeah. It's heavy haulage, isn't it? So,
£800,000.
Who's got that? EMR Rogers got fined £66,000 for illegal immigrants climbing in the back of the trailer. Work that one out.
Which again...
Oh, I saw the video. In fact, funny enough, somebody found out recently that I do a podcast because they'd watched your video of an immigrant jumping on your truck and you're like, we're going the wrong way, mate.
Yeah. So the guy got on and I sent him. But I had, a lot of trucks... trailers people might watch this who are not truckers, but you can either have a curtain sider with a fabric top so people could just cut and get in. This guy got on. I knew it was a solid roof. I'm like, I ain't getting through that. So he got on and I'm like, I know I'm going the right way. So I've tried to go, whoa. Obviously he's not going to go, sorry mate, I'm on back of your truck illegally. And I thought, fuck yeah, I'm going to set off.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And he soon realised it was like, shit, like this English truck is not going to England. And he was banging on the side and I couldn't help but laugh, mate. I was like, I just thought, fuck's sake.
Where did he eventually get off?
A short while after.
A couple days walk in the wrong direction.
I stopped in the next safe and convenient spot
as you should,
where
as a professional driver.
And I was not at risk. As a professional driver, that is my duty of care.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop on the motorway.
So £66,000 for illegal immigrants.
Yeah, 66 rand. And this is so look, people are asking me, why aren't you going back into European? It's just not worth it.
No.
Just the rates aren't there.
Yeah.
The rates aren't there. The risk is incredible. Drivers get treated like shit by... I mean, DC European, somebody's reporting me to Border Force. Don't know if you know about this, but I was getting stopped at customs every week. Like, if you look through the DC European page, week after. At one point, I was buying ginger nut biscuits and hanging them out of the window before we got to the custom shed because I knew I was going in.
Yeah.
Somebody reported me for smuggling.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I went to work for United, this is how people don't realise the knock-on effect it has on people's lives. So both of us were pulling me, and when I say ripping the truck to bits, bed up, fridge out, the lot, mate, opening the loads. So I was delivering damaged loads all the time because the border force were cutting loads open. And I was like, mate, do what you... I have never been the type of guy to go, I am fucking sick. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Pull in the shed. What do you need? Need to open the... Yep, no problem. What, can we go in there with our boots on? Yep. Can we put the dog in? Yep, go on. Do whatever you need to do, mate. I know I'm legal. I do my job to my best ability.
Sure.
But yeah, somebody basically had reported me for... Unofficially, I'm not supposed to know this, but when I worked for United Autosports, we came off the boat. Now, in motorsport, they don't get stopped.
Yeah.
Never.
Right.
It is elite trucking.
Yeah.
They know that. And it's not like you open a motorsport trailer, you can't see anything. Yeah. It's full of flight cases. It's a mess, carnage. Pulled in through the docks at Hull, into the shed. Thought that's a bit odd. Next one, into the shed. Third one, into the shed. Fourth one, into the shed. The shed can only hold 2 trucks in Hull. Why are 4 of us getting pulled? So I've come out with the truck. I said, is there a problem, mate? Yeah. And they treat me like an animal.
Oh, really?
And I mean, like, get in your cab, don't go on the phone, sit in that corner. I felt like I'd done something wrong.
Yeah.
And
it's because you look like you always have.
Teeth. And I was like, what the hell is going on, mate? Anyway, they found nothing. There was nothing on there. He's like, can we open this flight case? I'm like, I'm talking there's £1-2 million cars in here. I'm like, you can't just go and... I mean, you might think you've got a right to start smashing people's belongings up, but there becomes a point where no is no. Like, stop targeting me. And, they started searching all the trails. So this guy came up to me, this couple, he said, can I have a word with you? Border Force guy. I said, yeah. He said, off record. So yeah, come on. He says, someone's reporting you for smuggling. He said they're basically sending anonymous reports to the Border Force saying that you're up to no good. And they have to investigate it, which I'm like, yeah, you're doing your job, I get that. But it cost... Technically, this is what kind of cost us at DC because we were losing so much time getting stopped. Like, we was in Border Force for 6 hours.
Cool.
That's the difference between a truck getting delivered on time and not.
Yeah.
You don't get delivered, you get fined. Who's paying the fine? Border Force don't want to pay it.
Yeah.
And it was week in, week out. I mean, I went to Holland the other week in the car, went to Amsterdam for the weekend with the wife. The same again, stripped the whole car to bits. And I said, lads, are you not bored?
Yeah.
I said, do you want to know? I said, my bank statements are here. I said, do you want me to go through the bank statements? Mm-hmm. I said, are you not bored of this now?
Yeah.
You constantly searching me, but you've never found anything. Like all my money. I mean, if I was fucking minted in smuggling, I wouldn't be still working. I wouldn't be sat on TikTok every night begging it for £5 a night. You know what I mean? So, I was like, it doesn't make. I wouldn't be so public.
Yeah. No. You won't be waxing your beard off.
No. But it's just social media, and people don't understand that.
That's
People
the price
think,
you pay.
oh, he's living a great life. It's not.
No.
Your life is not private. People know everything about me.
Yeah. So that be your warning then to people who want to live it large on social media. Be careful.
Everyone, the term "keep your friends close but your enemies closer" is never. I never realised how much it meant.
Yeah,
like there's so many people that will just switch on you. There is slight chance they get, and yeah.
The thing is, people like I feel like I know you so well. I've met you twice. Yeah, we spoke about it in between or whatever, but people get to know you so well.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I mean, I've had people run me down. People, it's funny if I'm saying this, people are running after me at the airport. Can I have a picture of you? I'm like, you're that guy, and I'm like, I'm just
that guy.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm just me.
I'm sure if you just walked up to me and said, can I have a picture? You would have been like, yeah, no
problem.
I
love it, mate. I think this is mint. You know what I mean? And do you know what I love the most? And I've got to be honest with you. It's not, so being a truck driver is a very lonely job.
Yeah.
Men's mental health is fucking mental.
It's rife.
Truck driving is a killer.
Yeah.
I've been in some dark places. I've had an argument at home and you've sat there for the next 12 hours thinking constantly like, what's going to happen? You're driving further away from home as your life's getting worse at home and you panic and it causes people to do stupid things.
Yep.
And to see the impact I have on people now by just being me, and I've had tons, and I mean tons of messages, people saying, mate, I've just watched your video and I'm in a shit place and I feel a lot better. Thank you. And I think that is why I'm doing it. You know, okay, I've lost my job at United Autosports, which I still am hurting with. But I know one day something will happen good.
Yeah.
You know, at the moment, no one wants to kind of work with me. I've been but one day something will give from this. Yeah. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah. And you'll put
Even
yourself...
that, I'll go back to smuggling.
Yeah, brilliant. There you go. That's the David we love. But what you're doing now, though, is you're making yourself... I don't want to say independent because that's, it's sort of like... sorry, I shouldn't even be saying that. You are independent, but it's patronising in a way. But you're making yourself that you're not relying on anyone else.
No.
I don't need your help.
No.
I don't need your help.
I'm efficient on my own.
And then it's funny how when that happens, more opportunities will come to you. And it should we really be the other, but that's the way the world works, unfortunately.
So I promise you now, there's a YouTuber who's just started, right? And he's doing this thing like, he's got no money. He's trying to travel the world with no money. Like he's doing everything he can to make money. And I just said, look, send me a PayPal. I'm going to send you 100 quid. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I was there at one point. People need help at the start. Yeah. You've got these multi-million-pound companies offering these mega million, these big YouTubers, all that big money. They've already got it. I mean, I charged a lad the other day. I'll be honest with you. I charged a lad the other day 600 quid for an advertisement, and I said, look, I learn when somebody approaches me with a sponsorship, I want to learn about their brand because I want to sell their brand. I want to know about it. So I'm like, ring me. And I'm talking to this guy, why is it started? When you're doing, what have you got? And I learn about him before I promote him. My mate just rings off a script and charges him $3,500. Yeah. And I'm like, why didn't you put $3,500 into the guy that's trying to make your business? Well, it's just unfortunately the way the world works.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in a few more years, people will be offering me $7,500 and you'll be paying me to go on here. That's mega money. Come on. Next one, $3,500.
Yeah. Make a note.
Put the invoice in.
Right, make it 2 hours late. Longer. But no, I can see it, mate. It's gonna happen. It's happening. It's happening.
You're putting everything in, and it's all gonna come out.
You're everywhere now. Like I said, I've got a neighbour's mate or like a friend's friend seeing that I do a podcast because you've uploaded a video and he's seen that and he's seen your... That's because you... Yeah.
When I was in Thailand, it was good because there was a Thai... There was a person from Thailand who watches my trucking videos. Yeah, man. And I thought, that's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
how mad is that? There's somebody in Thailand watching DC European.
Yeah. That's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you tell Jordan that?
Yeah, I did.
What she
just thinks I'm she gets bored of my stories. So But I haven't, like my relationship, I don't speak to Jordan. No. Like, I'm so busy. Yeah. Social media, working, like, keeping everyone happy that I've kind of left my wife a little bit. And it's sad to say it because she's the rock of the family. Yeah. But I keep telling her, I said, look, in a couple of years, it'll be worth it. Yeah. It won't always be like this, but I've got to, like, now when I lost my job at United, I said, I've got to do this now. Yeah. Because if I don't, I've failed on both ends. I've failed on the one thing I love doing, which is United Autosports. Yeah. And I'll fail on social media. And I've got to make that work to consider that lot. Because that lot, if I didn't care about that job, I wouldn't care about social media. But because I lost that one thing that I loved, I will make it work, no matter what it takes.
Yes. That's it. And that's your sort of motivation, really.
And then I'll sponsor a car at United Autosports. If I make it, that's what I want to do.
Behind every great man is a greater woman. That's
I have to say that. I have to say that. I mean, we've been through some fucking tough times. And I mean tough times.
Take her to New York. Yeah. Treat her. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, she still gets seedy men in her inbox trying to buy shoes and socks and think they want to marry. I mean, some guy messaged her the other day and was like, why are you with David? He's a fat mess. I thought, that's a bit harsh.
She is.
I know. I don't understand why she's with me half the time, but...
Yeah, but she is.
For now.
Yeah.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Everyone says she's with you for the money. When I met Jordan, I told you this on the last podcast.
Yes.
I had 39p in the bank.
I remember you saying.
Everyone still says it to this day. Oh, she's with him for the money. Yeah. She makes more than me. Yeah. I'm using her money at the moment. I'm toy boy.
That's brilliant.
Love it, mate.
There'll always be haters, but,
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Well, episode 3 coming soon.
Yeah. Is that it already?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, we smashed that today.
I know.
That's the joy when you're unemployed. There's not much to talk about.
I'll see you in New York.
Yeah, see you in New York. Make
There you
sure
go.
to keep subscribing
Yes.
to their channel and mine. Thank you for watching this series of Talking Shop. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
There you go. Thanks, guys.